Got you. I was at this the farm I was at on Friday. We did introductions. Fast forward to Friday, we're doing introductions at the farm I'm at, and I was like, "I'm Greg. I've been gardening on and off in this space for yada yada yada." And then one guy was like, "I'm Sam from Virginia." I was like, "Sam, are you do you work with Seeded Farm?" And he was like, "Yeah." And wait, are you Greg the photographer? Oh my gosh, we can't wait for you to come down.
Just give me a 2 weeks heads up so I can take off.
Word.
You love hitting me like, yo, come out tomorrow.
I'm
It's a
trying to get
Wednesday. I'm like,
I'm
the
trying to get
fuck?
better with that.
I have work and a kid. Can't just do that. Yeah, me and my business partner were kind of diving in real heavy into looking for the property now. I dropped my
How close
old
are you?
business partner and got a new one.
Oh damn.
Yeah, he didn't see the vision.
Got you. Well, actually, yo, if there's a Friday for you to come down, I would love for you to meet the person whose farm I was at on Friday. Um, it's he's like really blowing up. I think I told you to follow him. True Love Seeds. Um,
Yes. I followed
yeah,
him.
yeah, he
It's
just
the
got his
account.
season. He just got his season in the art museum. Like they reached out to him. Um, like, he's shipping all across the country right now. So there's a lot of dope stuff going on there.
Yeah, I would love to. I would love to meet him because I'm definitely starting a seed bank once I get my land. And the more I look into these farms and like the more research I've done in preparation for it, mapping out the actual business of it,
Mhm.
I don't understand why everybody's not trying to get a fucking farm. There's so much money to be made.
It doesn't feel that way. You know, like
Really?
you're doing the research. So I'm like, how the hell do people survive off of their farm stuff? You know,
You
and
just
I
said
just,
the guys down in Virginia are starting a CSA. That's the easiest way to make a grip.
hmm
Um, and you do classes. That's another easy way to make a grip. Farmers markets. I'm talking to this dude from the farmers market down here. He's like, fam, corn season. I sell $10,000 worth of corn here at
damn.
this farmers market alone, and I sell corn at $1 for 6 ears of it. You figure it. What? He's like, yeah, that's just here. I do 5 farmers markets a week, so and that's just the corn.
How big is his piece?
He's on like 30, 40 acres. To this dude from the farmers market down here. Like, man, corn season. I'm really looking for some land kind of close, but and I sell corn. The problem with that is I can't get as much acreage as I want because it's
Mhm.
really expensive around here. But I really want a way to get these squeegee kids into a farm. And so I think I'm just gonna have to make that sacrifice with less acreage, but uh, closer in proximity because I want to buy a bus and just drive around the city. Yeah, that sounds kind of weird, huh?
Hey kids, you want a day's work?
Yeah. Big Dipper is really clear tonight.
I'm just checking the stream quality here, and I'll hop on. I think Twitch is not being happy about me streaming everywhere.
Put some hoes and tell him I said that.
They can hear you, so.
Put y'all some hoes. Tell him I said that.
They can hear you, so.
Oh man.
Yeah, the other Facebook and YouTube look clear. Twitch says it's unstable, but I don't know. It looks clear
Yeah, the
too.
other Facebook and YouTube look clear.
Twitch says it's
I still
unstable.
have to set up my Twitch account. Just hop on and check it, but
I have it up. It's running fine. They're just saying that it's not as stable as it could possibly be. But hey, you know what? Last time on the Shadow's Echo. So, the group continued their adventures on the Dreadnought ship, named after himself publicly and after his love of his life privately. We spent last session with Samson finding a duet partner, a half-orc whose name I have written down right here when I open my book, like magic. Nella, who did a duet with him in the tavern of the ship, matching him and surpassing him at points in their duet. Samson was amazed, the crew was amazed. Apparently only the Dreadnought knew she had this talent. And she will be joining Samson in future performances on the ship. The group asked around a bit, Samson asking about the Dreadnought and the goings-on and being very glad that the Dreadnought's helping. A half-orc named Hagrin, who was the one who asked Samson to do one more song, was blown away by Samson's song, brought to tears a bit. He did kind of hide them away as best he could. But he did mention that the Dreadnought would probably give Samson a commission to play here, and Samson was excited about it, but he turned it down, and the half-orc kind of seemed dismayed by that. And Samson went to double-check with the Dreadnought to make sure that wasn't an issue, which the Dreadnought assured Samson it was not. The group reconvened over breakfast before making their way. First the group spent some time amongst themselves, making a plan for how to confront Azrael and the coming potential conflict with her, and where to do it best. If it was better to do it in the sky, airship to airship, or better to let the Azrael's airship land and confront her there, with the potential help of Samson's family, the royals of Evanwood. Eventually, the group decided to take the conversation up to the Dreadnought to have his input, and also called in Theron to join the conversation as well. And we spent most of last session planning for the coming conflict. While there are still things to decide, the basic strategy is kind of set. Some of the basic things that could go wrong have been put out there, and the group is pressing on with eyes open. The Dreadnought kind of gave a little rundown of the ship's offensive capabilities, informed the group that the ship you're tracking is faster than his, though not by much, and that he would be able to get most likely some of the group, if not all of the group, onto the other ship if the group decides they want to board and try to find Azrael that way. Both of the ships will be tied together with a plank between them for the crossing. So, depending on how you approach them, you could at least get ship to ship and the ships tied before anything happens. Actions pending. The group attempted some scrying, which I actually am changing my mind about. Both scries are going to work, because I do think that legendary resistance shouldn't be a subconscious act, because in these fights the creatures can choose to fail them when they want to, so it is in definition a conscious action. So I will be giving you what you saw of Azrael and what you saw of Vezeric. Shalora got her full sleeve tattoo in all of its glory. She also spoke of her grandmother, allowing her grandmother to see it, shooting a few bobs back and forth between the two of them.
She got tattoos on Spice?
Well, no, she didn't get it on Spice. She came down from the Spice. Her grandmother, the last time she saw her, had grabbed her forearm, and recently the spot she grabbed not a burn, a brand of a rose appeared in that spot. So Shalora got a tattoo to essentially cover the rose or disguise the rose within the pattern, so that unless you knew what it was, you would not blatantly see it. And also as a biting her thumb to her grandmother's traditions of her family getting a sleeve tattoo to mark their passing of age, because as elves and monks, they eventually stop physically aging. So that's how they mark that for other people and for themselves. And Shalora decided that traditions don't matter since her grandma made the whole family up. She got the full sleeve day one. But Shalora had what could possibly have been a constructive conversation with her grandmother. That is her interpretation to say. Assad, as always, checked in with our favorite evil dragon goddess Tiamat. And I do believe Midas got a few sending spells off as well. Samson checked in with his family, Arya mainly, to see about the strategy of maybe letting the ships land, to inform her that the Red Dragon is somewhere in Ir, or Era for the full name, the ruins of the former capital city of this continent. And she agreed, like Samson thought and the group thought at large, that it's best to try to stop Azrael in the air because there's no telling where Azrael could land. She is going to try to assemble some troops and get them in the direction of Ir, but it's not. It's going to take a few days to get anyone there, and they're likely to have a number of desertions because it's thought to be haunted, and there aren't many soldiers who would welcome having to go there. But that is in motion. So should Azrael escape, there is a developing plan B or C. I'm not sure which plan that would be, but there are troops in motion. The world is turning for that point. I believe that was the gist of the super important things. Is there anything else that you all want to bring up that I forgot?
X has the hand of healing.
Yes, X talked to his mentor, as it were, and has now had the hand of harm rescinded and the hand of healing given as he continues to make his progression into the way of mercy. Anything else? No? Okay, I'm
Oh, the
going.
information about the dreadnought. Well, not the dreadnought, but one of these flying ships being a ship that assassination.
Yes. As Ash continues to read his books of the history of assassinations in the world of Alessia, he's come into a chapter regarding a flying ship that was the envy of essentially everyone. And for a very long time, the captain of that ship or the owner of that ship was always assassinated by the next owner. And that person was assassinated, and so on and so forth. And it's come to be known as a cursed ship. They didn't go into details as to which flying ship it was, but apparently one of these things is thought to be cursed. But that is where we left off. We rolled for the next day, which we're going to be playing out today. You are now 5 days away from Azrael and the Cloud Scraper, which is the shape she is on. You also learn the real name of the captain of that ship, who is Captain Devilbite.
Devil what?
Devilbite.
Oh, I heard devil butt.
Nope, not the name. But that is where we're going to pick up. It's the top of the day. You all come to wake up from your rest as you will. Eventually coming above deck and having breakfast as you will.
Hey, are you going to start the stream?
Stream started.
No.
For you to see. Okay, yeah. Share my screen.
Yeah, share your screen. I'm sorry. It's just easier for me to watch it than to try and navigate.
No, it's all good. Your tokens are currently in the Dreadnought's office, though that's not where you all are. Office/bedroom, of course. You all are currently, at your pleasure, making your way to breakfast. Samson and now Nella doing the morning songs, morning/shift change songs.
Let's get it. What's our
What would
song
you?
this morning?
What is today's song?
Hey, Assad has a request. I have a request, Samson.
Shoot.
Bill Withers' "Lovely Day."
No.
Ah, okay.
So we are going to do Bob Marley and Lauryn Hill, Turn Your Lights Down Low.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's the breakfast shift change song.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bedtime song for. Fuck, is the sun all the way up?
Well, yes, but some people are going to sleep, so I mean, it does track for those going to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, matter of fact, we're catering to the people who are getting off their shift.
Okay.
And it's a nice, easy song for people to wake up to.
It tracks. So as you guys perform this to the heavens, Hagrid is mystified once again. Some people started pulling the curtains to set the environment. It was special.
All right.
Good job, guys. Good job.
You never cease to amaze me.
She just smiles and says, "Well, you know, it's nice to sing again, so I do enjoy it myself. Thank you." So, is there anything you all are to accomplish today, or should we just jump through?
I want to have a conversation real quick.
I want to cast in Oriana.
Technically, I want to know, aren't I still like up, like working heavy with my new acquaintance?
Not at breakfast, but throughout the entirety of the day, yes. And I am going to need some rolls from you, actually.
Okay.
But we will start with Asada. Who are you talking to?
I'm just talking to the group. I just asked the group, how do you guys like staying on the ship?
This joint brazy. Say not playing. I would say this is a very exciting situation for me, especially. I know I'm off spice now, so I got my regular voice back.
That's funny.
I like to be on the ground, but it's a pretty cool way to travel and get to where we need to be.
Okay. How about you, Samson?
Sorry, what was the question?
How do you like staying on the ship?
Man, it's fucking great. I get to perform in the mornings. Guy Hagrid told me I should try and get a residency, basically, here. I feel appreciated. Loving the ship.
Right. They love y'all duets, you know.
Yeah, man. Oh, even before the duets, I got a chance to, dust off my pipes and flourish as a bard. Without all the distractions of danger.
That is true. We do get time to relax.
Mm-hmm.
How about you, Solara? I don't know if you're here, Michelle. If not, that's okay.
How are you liking it, son?
I'm here, sorry.
Oh, the question was, how do you guys like being on the ship?
Can't complain. Never a bad time to when spending time with family.
Is it weird for you, kind of like hanging out with Theron? Not being the boss of Theron?
Darren's too cool for me. We don't hang out that much on the ship. But it's nice seeing him in his element from a distance.
As you say that, Theron is like walking in with flanked by 3 people laughing loudly as he's telling some joke, and they're just hanging on every word. And he's mimicking some sword fight, and they're like, "Oh!" As he comes and grabs a plate from the bar and heads back out.
Samson, I like it. I would like to probably split time. You know, time on the ground, time in the air. But it's a new experience. I like it.
Well, for me, what I'm thinking is, I don't know if anybody can locate object, but
You don't know if you can locate what.
just objects in general.
My
this ship that we're about
investigation
to
is on a
board-
beam.
Right, but there's an actual spell called locate object where you can locate objects. And I think, down the road, next time we get some free time, we should probably come and steal this airship that we're about to have board. We'll leave the dreadnoughts alone, obviously.
Oh, you mean the one that? Okay, you mean
that
the
should
one
be
where?
ours. Luffy's ship should be ours.
Wait, didn't Midas mentioned that yesterday?
Yes, that is something I forgot. Midas did bring up the fact that he would like to take ownership of the ship should you all take out the captain. And the Misfits at large all agreed
That
to
it should go to Midas.
give Midas the airship, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I just think we should get this airship, give it to Midas.
Yeah, I mean,
Can it fit in my bag of devouring?
No.
certainly cannot.
It's a ship.
We wouldn't want it to go in the bag of devouring. Holding, yes.
But while we're just sitting here talking, I had another idea. I need to cast sending to Oriana. I'm wondering if there's a way to get our thresholds here with us. Because if we could deploy the thresholds on the ship and transport it wherever we want.
Is it where?
Actually, hold that thought because I forgot to. I'm going to give you guys the scrying on Vezeric and Azrael.
Oh yeah.
So with Azrael, when you scryed on her the previous day, your vision swept up into the clouds before racing in a direction you couldn't really tell which, and came back down on a ship, quickly moving through the deck to below deck, and you see in a room a green half-orc, comfortably sitting, lounging in a very nice chair, reading a book quietly to herself, humming along to some unheard tune.
Green hat. Do I see anybody around?
No, seems to be in her. It feels like a cabin. Very nice accommodations though, but she seems to be by herself. Door's closed. You can't see if it's locked. You don't see any extra locks. No, you can't see what he's seeing, but he can tell you what he saw afterwards.
And she's sitting down.
Yep, in a very nice chair.
How long can I scry?
Let me double check. I believe it's 10 minutes. I don't think it's anything
I know it's
insanely
either 10
extreme.
minutes or an hour.
It's definitely not an hour.
Okay, that's 10 minutes.
For the duration of the 10 minutes, she is just enjoying her book, and seems to be in very high spirits.
Okay. Tell the group. Oh, yeah. I successfully scried on Azrael today.
Oh, how's my friend doing?
You gotta stop that. But she is presenting as a green half-orc.
Green half orc.
And she has her what would I call it? A room?
Cabin,
Corridors?
quarters, or cabin, either one.
Her corridors are at the bottom of the ship. She was just sitting down reading a book. Oh, shit. Backtrack. Can I see what book she's reading?
Give me a perception check.
Give me 1 second to open up Give me 1 second to open up the app. D&D
Mm-mm.
Beyond. Get the app.
It's not the bottom of the ship, by the way. It's just like one or two decks, or one deck down.
It's a deck down.
Yes.
I heard quarters. And I'm doing a perception, you said?
Yes. Oh. And yes, 10 minutes for
My
scrying. I'll double check
perception's so low.
that. Because you're a bard. People look at you. You don't look at them. It's hard to tell. You have a top-down angle, and it's kind of a fisheye situation. Sometimes you get, better focused than others, but this time, you more focus on the bigger picture than the minute details.
Okay. She was sitting down reading a book. Let's focus on everything else. So I couldn't quite get a good read on what book she was reading, but she seemed in high spirits.
Okay.
As far as I can tell, either waiting for us or she doesn't know that we're coming.
Okay. Can you tell if she is shapeshifting to a male or a female? Do you know?
Female.
No, she was a female half-orc.
Female half-orc. Green, right? You said green?
Green, yes, but not like grass green, like forest. Is that fair, Brian?
No, it's not overly dark. I don't know what.
I just don't see somebody who's trying to disguise themselves looking like emerald green.
I mean, she looks like every half orc around. They have a certain shade to them.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. It's not like green. It's like the hue is green.
Yes, what's her face? Nella is a half orc, the same shade as Nella.
No. Like the same shade as Hella and Nella.
Nella. Mm-hmm.
Different character, different campaign.
Do you know what color hair?
Give me 1 second to pull it all up. I see we're gonna get a lot more questions, so I might as well just have.
I was about to say, can we get? Do you know what she looks like in general, like clothing?
We playing Clue.
Yes, I do. She looks like. Insert description here.
Give me 1 second.
In the interim, Solar says, maybe we can, once we get there, maybe we can see if the Dreadnought can ask the captain, if he knows anything about that specific passenger, and see the response there.
You ask the Dreadnought if he knows anything, or ask the Dreadnought to ask the captain?
Have the Dreadnought ask the captain so we can get a gauge of loyalties. Now that we have a specific description.
I'm on the fence about that.
That was part of the plan, kind of. Anyway, though. We just didn't know who the person was, so it would have been a little harder.
Right. Yeah. I'm not sure if he won't care or if he has allegiance to her, or I'm not sure if it'll tip him off that, somebody's specifically looking for her. So
well, that's why we'll wait until like we are there face to face, like, so whatever's going to happen would happen anyway. But at least we would kind of know, are we about to have to fight everybody, or can we just go on here?
Yeah, she was in her own. You're asking me?
So hair-wise, she has gray hair with green roots and green ends. She's wearing a pretty worn jacket with she has a blouse on under the jacket. It's white, but it's a little rolled worn as well. She seems comfortable in what she's wearing.
That's that alone.
Do you see her rank? The Echo?
Um, it would actually be blocked by the books. Her hands are under the book, so you could not see that.
Ah, dang. That's my friend too. I would like to see how he's doing,
Friend
Dude.
thing.
even though he cursed me.
Um,
See?
guys, this is a little bit off topic. Well, not off topic, but
Oh,
how?
before you do that, I gotta get the Vezeric thing too.
Oh,
Or do you want to say your thing first?
yeah, how big was Azriel in her true form? How large was she?
So that's your friend.
That's not my friend. That's X's friend.
Said X. That's your friend.
Oh, X.
Oh, who? Vesserick? No, that's not my friend.
No, Azriel.
No, Azriel.
How large was she in her form? In when you seen her in dragon form?
Oh,
Oh,
roughly
yeah.
my height.
Huh?
Nothing too much bigger than my height. Am I right? Okay to say that, Brian?
In her dragon form, not in her person form.
Oh, a dragon. She's the dragon. She's huge.
I never seen a dragon before.
Loser.
Well, she's huge with huge wings. Okay. She has the ability to fly. If I had to compare it to something, just a bit smaller than this flying ship.
Just a little bit smaller than the flying ship.
Brian, I'm just going with the flow here.
I will tell you in 1 second. Actually, I'm not certain that she's
Game master.
smaller than the flying ship.
Do you even know how big the flying ship is?
No, I was just going with the flow. Sometimes Brian lets us create, and I was just going with it, seeing if he'll let it rock.
Way to do it.
Hold on, I gotta find the size of this dragon really quick. The D&D size is gargantuan, but I need to give you an actual reference point to that.
Gargantuan. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
A little thing to help. So you guys take up 1 square. Gargantuan takes up 16 squares.
Oh, damn.
Whoa.
Oh, in circumference. So that's 16. How many squares is that total? God damn.
4x4 is what Gargantuan takes up. That's
Oh,
it.
Oh.
I thought you meant 16 on like one side. Like
No, 4x4. 4x4. You guys take up 1. Gargantuan is
That you meant
4x4.
16 radius, not diameter.
Right. Oh, how big is the floating ship as far as space? Like, how many squares is that?
Give me 1 second. I can tell you. She is at least as long as this ship.
As long as the ship?
Giants, dragons are fucking huge, man. The size charts are always annoyingly.
This box might really need to happen now.
You said this box?
Yeah, might is the idea of the box.
You mean box between us and Azrael? That's what you're saying?
No, putting Azrael in the box with you.
Oh. Look, I'm not totally with that. All right.
Brian, I'm pretty sure some time has passed since I finished breakfast at this point.
We're
I wanna
going
get back to
pretty
work.
loose at that. Oh yeah, you're back to work. That's fine.
But
Give me 1 second. I'm trying to find an actual size for you. She's over 25 feet large. I'm trying to narrow it down a little better for you.
Wait, are these airships not? Because I'm envisioning like pirate ships.
They're like pirate ships, yeah.
What the fuck? That's
So-
way more than 25 feet.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So, wait, but you're saying
No, so like
Azrael is as long
if
as-
Azrael was like, it's like measuring a dog or a horse. There's long ways, and there's like if you're sitting up like this, it's a different height. Well, let me.
What?
Because a dragon can be on all fours, or a dragon can just sit down on 2 and then be higher up. So it's kind of hard to give you a measurement for how tall.
Well, I mean, even if you see a mastiff on all fours, you can tell that motherfucker's big as shit.
Right. On all fours, you said it's as long as the airship, right?
From snout to tail.
That's big as
Yeah.
shit.
So the ship is gargantuan. The ship is 100 feet by 20.
So Azrael is 100 feet by near 20. That's what you're saying?
Azrael. No, let me pull her up again. So the ship is a gargantuan vehicle. Azrael is a gargantuan creature. So, pound for pound, she could probably ram the ship into the ground. Hold on, give me 1 second. They don't really give you dimensions for these things, so it's tricky.
Sidebar, good question.
Are we supposed to be fighting Azrael?
Supposed to be killing her.
Oh, Jesus.
Don't call his name now.
Wait, I'm not even here with y'all. Never mind.
Well, this is happening during breakfast. Like time is loose, so it's fine.
All right.
Sorry, can I get a brief overview of what just happened? I had to step away for a second. I mean,
yes. So we haven't done Vezerick yet. We're talking about Azrael's size.
Oh, okay.
Your ship is a gargantuan vehicle, and Azrael is a gargantuan creature. The ship is 100 feet by 20, so Azrael is around that as well. I'm trying to find an exact measurements for you, but I don't think they have exact, because you're allowed to play with it as much as you'd like.
Oh, wow.
Which is really fun, except for when someone asks how tall the thing is. We're going to say she's 30 feet high, guys. And we're going to say snout to tail. I don't know. I'm not giving you a number, guys. She's gargantuan.
Right, I'm like, you said,
I cannot pin this down. She's gargantuan.
Jesus. She's thick. She's 30 feet thick.
No, she's not 30 feet thick. That's
in diameter.
I'm saying snout to tail, 30
You
feet.
said 30 feet high.
Because
Standing up.
standing up.
Snout the tail, then that doesn't mean whatever.
This is what I'm telling you right now. Snout to tail, she's 30 feet. She's gargantuan size.
That's not the tail.
Holy shit.
Like from the bottom
Standing up on all twos like a cat does.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a gargantuan creature. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a gargantuan creature.
But the spine, that's a 3-story tall creature.
Oh, yeah, right. I'm sorry. Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
She's probably bigger than
Me?
that,
I gotta
guys.
put her?
I'm going to have to figure out exactly what this is. It's going to bother me the rest of the session. But she's gargantuan. She is comparable to the ship you're on. You guys saw her in the dark, and you saw her extremely sickly.
Tail 30 feet.
So you're saying she looks like Calypso? She's as high as Calypso in
Pirates of the Caribbean?
yeah.
If not bigger.
Okay.
Well, what's the biggest dragon from Game of Thrones?
Those are pretty big.
Just twist to your left.
Can you mute?
Oh, sorry.
So Laura says, I think we should try to hit her with Bane weapons before she can polymorph back to her regular self.
Also, I got a giant axe. Remember that? It's in my. If anybody can wield it, we could all wield it together. Actually.
So Laura, I don't think Arcane Bane works against dragons. Or
Actually,
innate arcane. Well, actually, I don't know if you know. As far as
I'll
my
say
knowledge,
that it should, based on the usage of it. Like that's what it was given for, to defeat the dragons and giants. So it should. It should. I could be wrong.
Hold on, real quick. Outside the game, Brian, did you lie?
About what?
about Arcane's Bane not working on innately arcane creatures, like creatures who have art who are innately arcane.
I believe what you were told is that Arcane Banes cuts off a creature's ability to connect to the arcane forces of the world. If a creature is not pulling from arcane from without, it may not have the same effect. If there's nothing to cut off, it may not have the same effect. Like, for instance, if a dragon can breathe fire, that's not an arcane ability. That dragon can naturally breathe fire.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. It tracks.
Okay, so you're saying transformation is not that? So we don't know if that's
So
that's
like
innate or
breathing
not.
fire is not magic. Like they can breathe fire whether they're magical or not.
Correct.
Versus
They can just breathe fire.
doing something magical.
Right. Versus casting a spell or doing some kind of if it's a spell, that's one thing. If it's something they can just do, that's like the Beholder's beams aren't magic. The Beholder can just shoot fucking beams. On the Death Tyrant,
Right,
they can just shoot beams.
Misty Step for a monk would be considered magic, right?
Yeah, because they're casting the spell Misty Step.
But you saying that the dragon has to be defeated with a magical item?
No, they're asking if their magic canceling objects would stop the dragon's abilities. The answer is it depends on the ability you're talking about.
I'm just saying, I know that I'm just saying it out loud, but I'm thinking more creatively. I still have the giant axe that we got in the dungeon.
Hey, hold on. Before we get too far, let's not start rehashing or hashing out new plans before we go back to the plan that we had. We were gonna pile on polymorph. I would have a polymorph, somebody with a ring. We have 2 rings of spell storm, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So that's 2. I think I was gonna get the ring of spell split. No, I can't get the ring of spell splitting back because it's not like I can. All right. So yeah, we were gonna have 2 rings of spell storing with polymorph. I have polymorph, and I think Midas has polymorph as well, or one other person has polymorph. And we were just gonna stack polymorph on Azrael to kind of force the change, and then drop her into the bag of devouring.
Right.
Right.
To make it smaller into the bag.
Right.
Yeah.
What I was thinking was to like drop the axe into a portal above her head and then cut her head off. But whatever works.
I mean, I would say good luck. I've tried to cut through dragon scales before.
I mean,
I've been saved by a dragon scale.
Like, I'm pretty sure it was made for that.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. We're swinging on the same level there. We're close to it.
If anybody polymorphs into a gorilla, if that needs to happen, maybe that can be the way to wield it. But while we're making these plans, no one wants me to try to ask Azrael, talk them down, maybe. Leave the world alone.
No. I don't think that's a good idea.
Bro, I don't
Absolutely
think
not.
you're not a friend, man.
And not even a friend, but she said she'll remember me.
Didn't
that's
we talk
even
to
worse.
X?
Didn't what?
Didn't we try to talk 2 down? Right.
That was
Two,
different.
No, it's not different, X, because you know what? A dragon is inherently, this dragon's inherently evil, right? 2's not inherently evil. She's a person. And you're trying to say that you want to talk the dragon down when you couldn't talk 2 down, right? No, I'm not trying to be funny or anything.
Yeah, I'm not trying to
Midas
be
is right.
I'm just saying.
And also, Midas tells Saida this. What's up?
Yeah.
You're using 2 as an example, but there was an emotional damage there, and she was traumatized by me. And the difference in this is that I wrongfully freed her, Azrael, and because I freed her, maybe there is a greater connection. If we do somehow,
Oh my god.
if we do somehow subdue her, if we do somehow subdue her, maybe there's a conversation that could be had instead of going fisticuffs.
Nope.
So what you gonna donkey and strike the giant dragon?
He wants to shag the giant. I mean the dragon.
If we subdue her, we have to kill her.
Right.
We can't chance that to because then just no.
Right. So Laura,
How do I
uh,
always feel differently from the Misfits?
so Laura, you had mentioned you said that Arcane's Bane was used against the dragons before. You said it was effective.
Mm-hmm.
How exactly it blocked their magic abilities like spells?
Correct. It yes. Same way. I mean, it works the same way that it does for other creatures.
Okay, so
It blocks magic abilities. So
I'm sorry.
I was thinking like maybe like I definitely think like we stick to the stacking polymorph, but maybe if I can get a clear shot before we even well, mm, maybe I could try to shoot her with like an arcane arrow like before she like gets a chance to do anything. Or that could just be like a part of like something I do within the round.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah, it worked
I
on
do
the giant.
too, but I like
Right.
that too. But I just don't like it as a first plan.
Right.
No,
that could
no.
be-
I
like
said
it
we definitely
somewhere.
stick with the polymorph.
Yeah, I like it. I like
But
it
like
a
as a
part
first
of a
backup,
plan or
yeah,
as a
yeah.
contingency.
Right.
I think, as you said, it should be a part of the plan. We should have a contingency, a plan for if shit goes wrong.
Right.
Right. Right.
Yes,
There's
stick
always
to
there's
polymorph.
yeah,
So
it's
you
always
ready
a possibility that one of the polymorphs can be dispelled with counterspell.
Well, that's why we were going to stack them. We
Yeah.
could
Right,
just
well,
go in
right.
circle.
Right, and what I'm saying with her legendary action, she could block what 2 or 3 of them.
Which is why we're going to have like
I
5.
think she can only do one a turn, right?
She gets 3 a day. Legendary
3 a day.
resistance.
She gets
Right.
she could block up to 3 of them.
Right, but you can only do one per turn. That's why we're
Mm.
stacking.
But we're trying to do it all in one turn, like probably before.
Like boom,
yeah.
you resist that one. You can't resist the other one.
So you can't resist twice in the same turn. Okay, got you.
I don't think so. Like,
See, Brian trying to say
I
something.
do not know that I said that was a
All right,
thing.
so in case we can't, she can block up to 3 times. How many polymorphs can we do?
I think we said 5, right? So I have
4?
one in the ring. Someone else has a ring.
right.
Chris and Midas.
I'm on
Midas,
next.
you can do polymorph. I can do polymorph.
That's
Not
4.
Chris and Midas. Samson
I'm
and Midas.
curious. If we actually come up with a solid plan, what do we do for the next 10 days?
We jumped through the 10 days.
Oh, okay.
5 days. 5 days. We
There's
got
5 days.
5
There's
days.
5 days left.
That's interesting. Okay.
Okay, so we have 4 polymorphs, right?
Mm-hmm.
She can block up to 3.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just assume worst case scenario she could do 3 in one turn. So that means one of them could go through, right?
Wait,
Not
but
worst
can't we
case
stun
scenario.
her? Can't we stun her?
Well,
We
we're
can.
trying to do the polymorph first.
I mean,
what I'm saying. I can
That's
stun
not
her.
worst case scenario.
Worst case scenario is none of them work. She spots
Exactly.
us beforehand.
Thank you. Somebody's
well,
thinking
well, the
in
thing
real
is, the thing is, we're already going into this with our identities concealed. Samson's skill, so she won't be able to recognize any of us.
I got
Well,
you.
She won't be able to see us coming. I
The
mean,
thing
she'll
is, once
probably
Samson-
see us when she sees us.
Once Samson casts polymorph, seeming will drop. So maybe he should be the last one to cast polymorph.
Good idea. Great idea.
What will drop?
His seeming, I
seeming.
believe it is
The
concentration.
eyeball.
Oh, I
Wait,
see.
is it concentration? I don't think it is concentration. I think that's why it was so dope. Hold
Um,
Oh yeah, but aren't we readying polymorph?
on.
So like,
I gotta equip it too. So hold on, because it's the start of a new day.
Yeah, so even if she doesn't recognize
I'm not
us,
gonna-
we might just fail. We might just fail the polymorph. She might just be able to.
No, it's not concentration.
Okay, great.
okay. All right.
In the last 8 hours.
okay.
All right. Worst case scenario, if we're able to polymorph, we might have to fight the rest of the crew on the other ship.
Well, that's still not worst case scenario.
I'm just saying that we got it's paramount we throw it out there.
Worst case scenario is we don't capture her at all, and we have to fight the crew. Or we have worst case scenario might be we have to fight the crew before we can even get to her, and then she like takes off. That's actual worst case.
Is it? Because Mo might be able to take a ship.
She's key one here. Top priority.
The
Right.
ship. I mean,
Right.
we're not going to capture a pirate ship. We're going to stop this dragon. I mean,
Oh no! I'm not. I'm saying that we take over the ship and then we use the ship to track her down. That's what I'm
I
saying.
think she's faster than the ship, but
maybe, maybe
I
not.
don't know.
I don't think
I
she
don't
is
know.
actually. I disagree.
I don't
But
know.
I
I'm not
genuinely
sure.
don't know. I
Hey,
wouldn't
We
assume
don't.
that she is.
you're talking about will work, but I think the premise in which if we can get her to fly off the ship and fly away from Ebony, that would buy us some time and some things to do. And also, I can hit up Ebony just in case she tries to fly to the Red Dragon. I already let my sister know where the Red Dragon is, so they're getting troops out there as fast as they can. Um, but if she does take off and fly that way, I can have some troops be prepared at the beach.
right.
Yeah. Worst case scenario, I guess we as a counter we could teleport to Everwood and apprehend her there.
I mean, I think
Here's
if she has
the
to fly
problem.
off the ship, she's flying straight there. She's not gonna like detour.
Right.
She's
So
not
that
gonna
way
have
we
to.
go straight to Evanwood.
All right. So hold on. So level one plan. Like this is hoping everything goes well.
All right,
Level one.
who's writing this down on the scroll?
Hold on.
X, write it down on the scroll.
I'm not the recorder.
X, come on.
No, nose goes.
Nose goes.
Nose
I'll
goes.
do it. I don't. Let's
I'm not even here.
You're there. This is happening during
keep
breakfast.
saying that.
Yo,
Stop trying not to be there.
Loser.
Keep saying that.
Time is fluid. It's a construct.
Yo,
Okay.
flat earther.
the,
Flat
the,
earther right
the
here.
time spent in the conversation is not going to take away from the time spent doing your alchemy.
Work. Okay.
Yes,
all right.
yes. You're not
'Cause
losing
I was
any
about
work.
to say this conversation is gonna take up our whole session. I want to know what that was doing.
I mean,
Yo, this is important right here, bro.
right. This is why we're here.
This is about
I'm
our
out here
survival.
making star plasma for y'all. That's important
For y'all or for you?
for everybody.
Hey, listen,
like I've
we
figured out.
have-
I'm trying to figure out the formula.
All right,
Right,
do your
but we
thing,
have to
Bruce.
survive this.
Right. For it to matter.
Right.
Like if I can make the star plasma, basically we can stun her all day.
All right, get going, Mir.
Hold on. You think you can make this before we board?
Bro, we got 5 more days. This is exactly what I'm trying to get done.
All right, Mir, what does this star plasm do?
It creates 100% success rate on your attacks.
All right, get it
no,
done.
no.
Go,
It,
go ahead.
No, Brian, I'm not trying to hear it. I'm not
it
trying to hear
outputs 100% damage. Not you can still miss. You have to hit people.
Oh, no.
The damage is 100%. It is not a guaranteed hit.
It's a guaranteed hard hit. How about that?
There you go. There you go.
All right, go ahead, Mir. We'll call you.
Woo.
We'll tell you the plan then.
But
Hey, Brian, how many accelerators do I still have on my arm?
I want to say you have 4. I do not believe you've used any since. Have you? Did you?
I don't think so. I might have used 1. That's why I was saying I kind of think I had 3, but I can't remember where I used it.
Against Michael.
Okay.
Okay. And you keep track of that. It's hard to remember for me. Got a lot of things on my.
Well, yeah, that's why I said I think it's 3.
Okay, I'll
I
make.
just couldn't remember where I used
I'm
it.
going to make the item tomorrow to put into your inventory. And I'll take this pause really quick to give you the scry on Vezeric, so we can just get that out the way. And
Oh, yeah.
he is currently 6'3", if that's important to anybody. So when you scry on Vezeric, he was sitting in his chair at the arena, enraptured and enjoying some competition you cannot see because it's out of your range of the scry. But he is drinking, cheering. You can hear the roar of the crowd, but it seems that he is watching some combat.
Can I roll a history check to kind of know? Oh, well, he's in Sethret, so I guess I wouldn't know much about it.
No, I mean, you've seen where he sits. You recognize the throne. Well, the little
Wait,
chair
is
he
that the
sits
same
in.
arena we fought in?
The chair looks the same.
What can I roll here?
I mean, you can only see him and about a few feet around him. You can't see what he's looking at. So
But to make an estimated guess.
you recognize this as the arena that he was sitting in before, and the arena you fought in.
Okay, so I can just assume that there's another territory battle going on.
You can assume that if you like.
Can you explain that to us?
Well, let's get through the rest of it.
Let's get through what?
Is that everything, DM?
Yeah, you spent 10 minutes. He's just watching the fight and enraptured in it and really enjoying himself.
Okay.
You do see Custodian come and refill his drink once.
He is Sethret is at the arena that we fought at. Like, so I'm not sure who's fighting. He seems to be getting a kick out of it. He's on the
Can
second
someone
class since I've been scrying.
can someone cast message to our folks over there to figure out who's fighting right now?
Yeah, I think that might be important.
Yeah, yep. I'm thinking the same thing.
Midas?
I don't know how. Message doesn't go that far.
How about sending?
Would you do sending?
All right.
How
Yep,
about
I can
sending?
do sending. All right.
Be being difficult.
I wonder who we should cast sending to, because I mean, if Oriana and Stevan are fighting, and Logan are fighting, then they might not be able to respond to us.
Well, if they are fighting, well, at least we'll know it's them.
Or should I cast it to that little brat that was spying for us, or Rita Skeeter, whatever her name is?
Harriet Heskin?
Harriet, yeah, Harriet Heskin. I'll cast it to Harriet.
Harriet, why
Harriet.
are you doing
Harriet
this?
has.
Harriet. There you go. You know,
That's
reporters.
a wise choice. That's a wise choice.
So,
Good choice. Good call.
Sims. I don't know. Harriet. This is Midas. What's going on right now in Sethret? Is there a battle? Who's fighting? What district?
There's a few minutes before you get a response, and you hear, "Oh, hello, Midas. It's one of your territories. I'm not there. I'm using the opportunity to get some more intel on the 4 gentlemen you all will be fighting. Since you all aren't here, I thought I'd get more intel for you. But it's one of yours versus new challengers."
Oh no.
Harriet says that it's one of our territories fighting new challengers. I don't know why the fuck she wouldn't tell me which one, but I'm going to assume that she doesn't know which one it is. Someone has challenged our reign while we were out.
Can you ask her the appearance of these challengers?
She's not there.
But she may have seen the challengers.
I'm not wasting.
Why do we cast something to the bartender at the bar? You would know.
Yes, there you go.
Does this not make any
Bartender.
of you guys feel good about yourselves? Like, you left and they thought they could
They
slide
waited
over.
till we left.
I really hope it's not members of my former club. That's what I'm hoping against.
X,
Well,
why the fuck would your former cloak
I thought
attack
they were
the
in the
territory that
Axiom.
we own?
It's
Hey,
separate.
You never know. I'm just hoping.
X, why the fuck would your entire cloak,
Alright.
I mean, your old cloak attack? No. We're gonna get through this part. Why you would think that they might do this? Why
Midas,
would that happen?
don't grill him too much. Don't grill him too much.
I'm not grilling him. I'm just asking him why his old people would fuck us up.
All right. Bring it down a little bit. Bring the pressure down a little bit.
Can we come? Yeah, thank you, Saeed.
Yeah,
Can we
I'll
stand
just
up
say
first?
Can we do what first?
You're absolutely right. Asad, you're right. They need to calm it down.
Let's
But,
just find
You
out.
know,
X,
I
just
gotta
why
tell
would it
you,
happen?
if this shit comes back on us,
I'm not
you
even
know,
threatening the
fool
man.
me
I
one
just want to know
time.
why he thinks that would be a possibility.
It's a good
Find out
question.
first, we'll talk.
It's a good
What
question.
the fuck? He's got okay. Now he's sitting there. He's holding secrets from us.
There are no secrets. You know I wanted to invite my cloak back. I informed you of this. I hope to
Is
be
that right?
informing them of that.
Okay,
Oh, wait,
so you
wait,
informed
wait.
them of that, and you think
hold
they
on.
might be.
You told us that
actually-
they were coming to Sethret?
Oh, wait, they're coming to Sethret? Like, really?
I don't know.
Turn it down, Midas. Leave X
Hold on,
alone,
hold on.
Midas.
All right, Midas.
He's up on
Midas.
X, Midas.
Midas, let him answer it. Let him
Midas.
answer.
But before he answers, realize that we asked him by turning it down. There's still a difference.
Oh my gosh, cut this shit
I understand that you don't understand the more poetic side of language. As a bard, it's my job.
Guys, who asked him the questions? Did anybody else ask him the questions?
Midas,
Yeah,
just
I
turn the
asked him
heat down a little bit. Just turn it down a little bit.
I
That's
didn't
it.
turn. You know what? Go ahead. X,
I'll
you
play
have
a
an
tune.
audience.
Should I play a tune?
X, you have an audience. You got calm emotions. You got calm emotions. I need to calm my emotions.
I hear you, and I
I'm
will
not gonna
explain
play it.
anything and everything to the group. But can we first figure out the more important thing? Who's in Sethret?
Okay.
I mean,
Oh,
well,
Bartender.
wait, X. Did you invite them to
I'm
Sethret?
trying to. Gosh, can I cast this? Oh,
I'm
every time I
sorry.
try to cast.
At this
My,
point,
Midas, what are you saying as you're casting sending? Because you're casting sending.
No, I mean, it seems like they stop me every time I try.
keep interrupting.
This is what's happening. So he's like, Bar, and then they stop him. And he's like, okay.
yeah, that is what's happening.
Okay.
So everyone turns to X. Did you invite them to Sethret, X?
Thank you.
So we were all aware of my former cloak trying to reconnect with me, correct?
X, we don't need the speech. Did
X.
you invite them to Sethret?
Yes or no? Yes or no? Multiple choice. Yes or no? That's it.
Don't listen. Calm down.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
I'm a member of this. I'm a
That's how I
member.
walked away. That's how I walked away. Said, let me know what he says. I'm walking out.
Son,
You might go from one
Team,
from
and I
one hype
ask that
person
you
to
do not
a
treat
team.
me. I ask that you do not treat me as if I'm not a member of this team. The way that you're interrogating me makes me feel other. Why?
X.
Samson
We asked you a
kind
yes
of
or
looks
no
over his
question,
shoulder.
and you keep beating around the bush. So it makes
It's
it feel
not
to
beating
us
around. If
that
y'all let
you're
me
hiding it. It's a yes or no question. Did you invite them
Midas
to
says
Sethret?
to X in his head, X, if you just answer them, be much easier. Nobody's attacking you. I got your back right
Can
here.
I reply?
Just answer.
Can I reply?
No,
Am
you
I
can't. No.
Oh.
No, you can't.
I just don't like the way I'm being treated right now.
Oh dear
That's
God.
it. So if you allow me to speak, I'm trying to reconnect with my cloak. I would like for my cloak to have a place to stay. That's it.
Did you invite them to Sethret?
Yes.
Oh
Okay.
boy.
That's it.
You had to
Oh,
tell a whole
wow.
I
story
just don't
to
like
say
the way
yes.
I'm being talked to as a child. I
First
am
of all,
not a
we
child.
have a whole
I'm a
house
member of this team.
where they
X.
were.
You are.
X, no one
You
thinks
are a
of you as a
member of
child.
this team. That does
Oh,
not
my God.
mean that we are not fed up with your bullshit.
This is
Oh,
I
important.
don't need a
shit.
story for you to say yes.
Oh, shit.
If I can allow me to talk the way I'm pleased to talk. Don't
No, yeah,
monitor
X,
and
that's-
dictate the way
that's-
I
Waste our time doing it.
X, we're not policing your speech, but it just seemed like we asked you a straightforward question and then you went on about a story.
Because you didn't answer.
It's
even-
fine if it's fine, you know, if that you did, you know, you made a decision.
Is it?
But
Is
you
it
seem
fine?
to, well, you know, he made a
Fine.
decision.
Yes, it's
He made
fine.
a decision, but
It's fine.
it's he didn't. You know, when we asked him, it just seemed like he was kind of hiding it. That's why when you start into a story,
This is
when
how
people ask you a yes or no question, it makes it feel like you're hiding something. That's all I'm
So,
saying. That's
okay,
all I'm
I hear
saying.
you. I thank you for that, Midas. But can we get to the more important question? Can you ask the bartender now?
But hold on. Before we go on, we all are, you know, we make decisions. Midas, you're getting that. But we all make decisions. We all make decisions that affect people's lives. And
Noted.
I don't, yeah, Midas, you're getting that. And X, I don't think that you're really grasping that yet. And you keep going on these missions of whatever the fuck you're doing.
Mike says to X in his
Cool.
head, don't
Just
react.
have to let us know.
Then he says to X in his head, X, my main question is why they would actually attack us, though. Not that you invited them there. You can invite them there. Why would they attack us?
It was a
So-
thought that I had. Did you say that out loud?
No, I said it in your head.
Okay, go ahead. Can you just ask the bartender? And that's all I'm
So,
asking.
so Salora, after Samson says what he says, Salora says,
X, why? My problem is, why would you invite them to Sethret, which is this fluid situation we're trying to get a grasp of, if you're not even confident that they won't turn against us as soon as they get there?
Why would they turn against us?
I
I
mean,
don't think
well, he assumed that it was them trying to our team. So
I'm
something that
just
an interesting note point of the matter is that we currently are not in Sethret. So if there's some communications that can be had, if we find out it is them, I would like to do that.
right.
If,
Okay, okay,
if
okay.
we can have that communication, I would greatly appreciate that.
Okay, I'm going to send this. I'm gonna cast this spell. X. The last question I want to have, thing I want to say is, if you told me, hey, my old cloak has, this outfit out in I don't know, fucking West Bumblefuck, and you can challenge, you can challenge people around West Bumblefuck, and I went there. Would you think the first thing I would do is challenge your old cloak? That's what I'm getting. Why in your head is them challenging us a possibility? Why would I'm saying? How is this? Why would you think that's something they would do? Not that yes, it's a possibility, but why do you think that's a possibility they would do that? Like you wouldn't think I would
That's
attack you, so why would they attack something we own? Is what I'm
There's a
asking.
lot of things that I didn't
that's
think
the
happened
exact
in this
question.
world that have happened. Do we have to reference everything?
so then
Okay,
why
okay.
invite them then? That's
So
the
he's
thing.
just saying, just a whim. He invited them there, and they may be attacking us. He
No,
has
no,
no other evidence beyond this, and he
none.
doesn't understand why they would do this. He's just throwing it out there because weird ass shit happens.
They could
That's
have stayed
X
at
for
our
you.
house in the Axiom, but
Huh?
they could have stayed at our house in the Axiom if they needed somewhere to stay. But
It
we
might have
can't have
says,
them
"All
fucking
right,
shit up
everyone."
in Separate.
He snaps twice in the air, and he says, "Bartender."
Or says, don't do that shit again.
And
And he
oddly enough, the bartender in the tavern was like,
so he's still no, while he's still speaking. This is sending. He's not about to sit there wasting on
Good,
one
good,
word.
good. I know, good. What
Um,
you saying?
so he says, yes. So which district's being attacked? Who's coming to challenge that district, and who's actually fighting in this fight? Uh, and this is Midas, your guy.
Oh, hello, Midas. The spell lets me know it's you. It's the Hobgoblin district with Nine Fingers. Him and Stefan are fighting. I don't know who it was.
Okay, guys, it is a 3-on-2 because he said him and Stevan and Logan are fighting, and he challenged Logan's district. He doesn't know who it was. So Oriana's out. We can actually talk to her. I'm thinking it's a 3-on-2 because if the normal rules held.
Okay.
Midas is saying this. Samson casts sending to Oriana and says, "How's the fight go?"
Oriana says, it's going well. I expect it will wrap up shortly. These don't tend to last long. I don't expect us to have to keep fighting more.
Samson relays that to the group.
Well,
Glad to hear it's well in hand. All right.
so
Does she
he doesn't
recognize the people?
he doesn't know who challenged. Oh, you said this Oriana.
Yeah. Does Oriana recognize the people?
Matter.
Well,
They're gonna
shit.
die.
Does she know your old cloak, X?
She does, but at this point, I just want to know who's challenging us as well.
Oh yeah, I got you. Because I think if it was your old cloak, I think she would have volunteered that. So I'm
Yes.
gonna guess it's not your old cloak. Um,
For
everybody,
us
we
to
think
sit
this is
here
important.
and really take count of everybody who's gonna try us as us doing amazing shit and me as a bard singing amazing songs about it. Wiki the bard knows me. But
What was
word's
that?
gonna get
Are you
around.
name dropping? This
What?
fucker's name dropping.
Who? I'm in heaven, but I would never.
Okay.
Are you asking what they look like?
It seems like you really want to know X, so for you, I will.
Thank you.
Oriana, O-Dog, X wants to know what the people challenging us look like, and if you know who they are, anything about them. Were they in town? Are they new? They seem to have a grudge. Did Logan fuck somebody up?
A few moments before you get back, seem to be some people that, well, today's are random people who thought we were weak because we went from a group of 10 to a group of 3. Yesterday's were some people that knew Logan. Day before that, some people that knew me. Day before that, some hobgoblins from Logan's district who wanted it back. Day before that, some mercenaries sent by somebody. We're getting quite the head collection.
Well, guys, so um, uh, how do I put this? How do I put this, guys? We might have like 20 or 30 heads up on our walls already, and there may be more coming. We've been challenged at least 5 or 6 times since we've been gone,
Almost every
and
day.
we have put them down every single fucking time. Hooray for Oriana and the team. We left the right ones behind, and then
So what
minus
you're
the.
telling me is what I heard and saw was not news.
What do you mean?
I mean, hey, it was a challenge. I thought it was something significant, but
I mean, it was
hey, man,
significant to us,
it's
Samson.
just exactly. But it's Tuesday to Oriana.
Yep.
Sounds good. If it
Actually, I
was,
think it's
it was
Forest Day today.
It could have been helpful information though.
Morris Day. That was great. That was a really good joke.
So we getting challenged every day. It would probably be good that we get back there as soon as we possibly can. Um, this is a fucking mess. Time, it's no more fun time, guys. Let's do what we got to do. How are we handling this?
We
Preparing the
still had like
polymorphs.
a whole hour and a half conversation and still know what y'all trying to do.
So, Mayor, from what I've gathered, we are preparing polymorphs for the dragon. Solara is preparing her arcane vein weapon so that if the polymorphs do not work, her arcane's bane. So Solara, my thing is, if you're going to use arcane's bane with an arrow, then you should probably be the last person in the line and someone else should have the ring. Um, so that if we can cast the 4 polymorphs, and then you can prepare. Hey, if this polymorph doesn't work, then I shoot my arrow off. Right?
I mean, yes, I do think someone else could get it. Although I don't know that we can. I mean, it depends on the fight order, which is determined by the gods.
Right. I mean, well, if we get a sneak attack, we get the drop, then we could all attack right away. But yes, if she's faster than a few of us, then that definitely throws things off a little. But yes, so that seems like to be the start of everything, Mayor. And after that, I'm guessing we're in an all-out brawl.
I
Oh,
think Mirror's outside
Oh.
the room, yo. I don't think Mirror's there.
You guys have a group thought. Mira's always there.
Oh, this is the group thought.
Side note, Mira, give me a investigation check and our counter check. But you guys can continue talking.
Also, B, I wanted to do something after I left the room.
Okay.
Guys, did I get it correct though? Is that what the plan is? Did I knock it out the park?
Can you
Wait,
say
I
it
thought-
again?
Are
Can you
we
say it again?
readying them? Like, if one person does one, or
Yes,
no?
the first person is going to cast polymorph, and then the rest of us are going to ready off of that polymorph. Basically,
See, ready is tricky because ready means casting the spell and you lose it in 6 seconds. You guys can kind of be ready, but if you can't get a scenario where you guys 1, 2, 3 go, it doesn't really work.
Right. So what do you mean we can't get a scenario where we 1, 2, 3 go?
No. So like, if you guys like, say she's below deck, you guys can be like, okay, as soon as we see her, we're all shooting. That's fine. if you
Right.
can't get like that kind of straight line scenario, if you're holding polymorph, that means you started the casting process. Like you guys
Right.
can be ready, but if you don't get the sneak attack moment, we're still rolling initiative. So you may not get the chance to throw 4 at her before she does anything.
Okay, so
It's going to be
we-
entirely based on how you approach the actual moment itself.
I see what you're saying. It's like you better see her before she sees you.
Either that or attack her before she. Like if you guys are like having a friendly conversation and just fuck you, we're throwing we are throwing these fireball polymorphs. That's cool too. Like it'll probably come down to if you guys are talking and then in the group thought say 1, 2, 3 go. I'll probably have you all roll initiative versus hers, and if any of you beat her, you all can trigger them one by one. Because that person will go first, and you guys will all snap them behind her, behind the first person. But if she goes, if she rolls before you, not lose it. You guys just be put in turn order.
Yeah, we would do it in our turn order. Yeah.
Yes, but if you guys beat her initiative, I'll let you guys all chain them together.
All right.
But if we go in turn, she goes first, and we are all surviving, can't we enact our plan anyways?
On your turn.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, it still works.
If initiative rolled in our favor.
And mind you, she may not be the only enemy in the fight, though. That's why it gets a little tricky when initiative comes into play.
Yeah.
But yeah, you do have the. So yeah, if it's just you and her, then yeah, it doesn't really matter how that rolls out. If there's other people involved, you kind of want to get that first one so you guys can chain them.
Again, we can stun the crap out of it, especially if I'm on my juice, my star juice.
Hey, real quick question to the DM.
What's up?
If you have a spell ready, right? But then your turn comes around and there's a better spell to do. Can you still burn the spell slot of the ready and do your attack?
So with the ready spell, you burn it before your turn comes. Like if you had Eldritch Blast ready, and your turn came all the way around, you didn't use it, you have lost Eldritch Blast, and now your turn starts. You don't start your turn with the previously ready spell. It has to go off before your turn comes back around.
Right, but what if I ready my spell for right before my turn comes back?
You can't change the spell when it was ready.
Wait, what?
If you ready Polymorph, the only thing you can do between that and your next turn is Polymorph.
Right, but if my trigger is that everybody went and nothing advantageous, I guess we would say.
You can't pull back the spell slot. You don't get to take it back.
No. Basically, I think he's saying, can the ready be? I'm readying this for in case if everyone else has gone and it's about to be my turn and she's still not polymorphed. That's what the trigger will be. So the trigger is basically that it's my turn again.
Right. So
that way you're not technically losing it. And then
you can use it right before your turn. That's fine. If your trigger is
nothing else is
not to lose it essentially. You're like, I mean, it's not like your point is I don't want to lose this spell I'm holding. You can get it off right before your turn. That's fine.
Hey, yeah, that's what I want to do.
I mean, we still have some time before we really get there. So you don't have to have it 100% ironed out. But yes, that's completely fine. You can make sure. Like, I will tell you, like, hey, yeah, I'm gonna tell you, like, hey, your turn's about to come up. You haven't used this spell yet. Do you want to use it before your turn? And you can just say yes, and you can use it. I have no problem with that. Mia, I need a investigation roll and an Arcana check.
You have to do. I'm on my phone.
Okay.
And why? Oh, okay. I guess.
Now I get D&D Beyond. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what's funny? I do have the app. I'm sorry. You're right.
No, I got it for you. It's to see how well you're picking up what you're being taught by the alchemist, and then to see how well you're actually applying it. So you got a 19 for investigation. It's how well you're picking up what you're being taught by the alchemist.
Okay.
And then to see how well you're applying that to making the enhanced star plasm, or the synthetic star plasm. So 19 for investigation, so I got you. We're going to do your Arcana at advantage because you rolled well on the investigation, because you are paying attention and you are picking it up very quickly.
Word.
27 on the Arcana.
Listen, man, I'm about this life. This is going right into my library.
So what we are going to do Oh wait, hold
It's right out to my Cobalt Soul friends.
on. Friend. We are going to roll. So you're going to be able to make two different kinds, just based on how this is going to work. There's going to be Star Plasm for spells and Star Plasm for melee attacks. And the effect is going to be, it's a little less, doesn't last as long as the pure stuff. But we're going to roll a d20 to see how many of the spell versions you get, and a d20 to see how many of the melee versions you get.
And what is that based off of? Like, why do I have to roll to see how many I get?
Because you're using essentially your two vials of pure Star Plasm and cutting it and trying to see how well you can cut it versus to keep the potency and to make it still work out. And so you are being able to develop a synthetic version, but the base of it is always going to be the actual Star Plasma for the moment until you learn more.
Right. So I've yet to figure out
how to make it from scratch.
A synthetic version without using the base, a real version.
You and the Gnome Alchemist believe it's possible. You just have not figured it out yet. In the meantime, you figured out how to cut it. So, so let me ask you this then: do you want to use one vial or two cutting it? You can get a D20 out of one vial. Each vial will give you a D20. So if you want to just use one vial, you can do a D10 for the melee versus a D10 for the magic.
I want to say melee. I mean, I think first of all, well, I think a lot of us in our crew do more damage doing magic anyway, right?
Well, you're gonna get both, but you guys haven't gotten it 100% perfect to pick melee and spell every time. So we're rolling to see how this turns out as far as how many are melee and how many are spell.
Right. So it's random. I get it.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm asking, do you want to do one vial or two?
Oh, let's do one vial.
Okay. All right. So I'll roll a.
Smart man. There you go.
I'm going to roll a d20. Do you want this roll to be for melee or for spell? And we'll just take the difference will be the other one.
Let's do melee.
Okay. So I'll roll a d20. That will be the amount of melee you get, and the remainder will be the amount of spell Star Plasma you get.
Okay, yeah.
You got 7 melee Star Plasm and 13 spell Star Plasm.
Sheesh. And they last for what, like a half an hour?
No, they're not. Because that was ridiculous in the beginning. Much like Assad and his.
Hours.
Yeah, it was insane. Much like Assad and his original version 1 Blade Rings. Nothing lasts that long. It was entirely incorrect.
Okay.
So what you're going to get out of these is the effect lasts for 1 minute, and the effect can only affect, for the melee, 2 actions, and for the spell, 2 spells.
Each
so
turn?
No, period. The effect only lasts for 2 attacks. Especially the effect only lasts for 2 attacks.
What?
Right. You're right, basically.
Yeah, basically it's brought back down to something that exists in D&D.
Right, and then after everyone's turn, it's get back to me as a minute's over.
No, 1 turn, 6 seconds. A minute is 10 rounds.
Oh.
A minute's 10 rounds.
Then why? Then it's not just 2. Then it's not just 2 hits or 2
No,
turns.
you only get to apply it to 2 attacks.
Oh, right, I hear you. I got you.
So your attack, like you're a monk, you can actually hit 2 times in 1 attack. So you can apply it to essentially 2 turns of attacks. Is what that is.
2 turns or 2 attacks?
Both.
Yes.
Both.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like Assad, you can.
4 attacks. 4
Like
attacks if you have 2 actions, 2 attack actions, right?
Yes.
Got it.
Oh, sorry. So let me say it this way: 2 actions, because your attacks are broken down that way. 1 action, 2 attacks. The 2 actions is what it lasts for.
All right.
Okay, and
if you don't use it on that action,
you get 1 minute. You get 1 minute to use it.
10 rounds.
Yeah, you get 10 rounds to use it.
so you use it twice in a minute.
Yes, it can only be used twice in that 1 minute range. And
Twice
that's
in a
gone.
minute. I mean, that's decent.
And you know, for the plus side, there's no exhaustion that comes from this.
Yeah, that's pretty great.
So
That is
you have
actually
cut
pretty
the negative effect, but you have reduced the amount of time it applies.
cool. I'm cool with
This
that.
this is only on self or
No,
It's a
yeah,
potion you have to drink. You drink the potion.
right.
okay.
So
All
you
right.
said 7 and 13 spells.
Correct.
I got it right there somewhere. I don't even
I'm
have
going to
it.
add it to your inventory. I made the item.
Thank you. So
All
I
right.
still have another vial left, right?
Yes. Okay. Assad, you want to do a thing?
Yeah, well, first, really quick, I say to the group, okay, so the plan is to polymorph and then put into the bag of devouring. Is there any way for the creature to save out of the bag of devouring or escape once you put it in there?
This is a bag of devouring, right?
Yeah, it just devours.
Yeah. The only save is if like your arm goes in, you can save by pulling your arm out. If something's in the bag, then you can't get out the bag.
Okay, so if we polymorph it to a turtle, we put it in the bag, it's done. That's what I'm getting at, right?
That's what you're getting at.
It's over. Aside, you put that thing in the bag. It's over.
It's over. Okay, in the bag. Okay, throw it in the bag.
In the bag.
Throw it in the bag.
One of the best remixes ever.
All right, so that sounds like a good initial plan. I hope.
Yeah.
Anything else to discuss at the morning brief, as it were?
Oh, I still had something. I wanted to do real quick. So I'm outside. Let's say I'm on the deck, right, overlooking the sky.
Okay.
All right, so I look at the sky and I think to myself, and I say in my mind.
But we can hear in your mind.
No, you can't. Not this. Not thoughts
T-baby.
to
No,
myself.
because it's
No, you can't. You have to choose to talk into the group thought. You have your own personal mind palace.
yeah, that was funny though. It was a good try.
That was. That was a great pull. It was. That'd be hilarious.
Good, yeah. Good
Super
try.
awkward going forward, but hilarious.
Right, exactly. So I say to myself in my mind, to myself, only me.
We got
I
you.
say,
He picking channels in his head. That's funny.
You say?
Marilena, can you hear me?
Marilena. Refresh my memory.
Fire giant, can you hear me?
You get no response.
Because the DM forgets who that is.
No, I know exactly who it is.
All right, let's see.
The audacity threw me.
It's not audacity.
This guy tries to
What do you
talk
think
to
it's like?
everyone and everything in the world.
like,
I
bro,
just-
what do you have? Super sending? Like the fuck? What the fuck did I contact? What's it called for? The bartender for? How you
Nah,
spell that?
I know what he jumped through. I know the lane, the dot he connected. It just didn't work.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, there's a specific reason why I thought that could work. All right, so I'm gonna say it very low, under my breath. But no one else can hear me.
What do you say? Well, you can't just say no one can hear you, sir. You're saying it under your
I
breath.
whisper.
You're on the deck of a ship and you whisper.
I whisper to myself. Well, like I said, I'm overlooking. I say, Marilena, can you hear my voice?
No response.
Okay. I say, well, worth a try. I'll walk back to the group.
Oh. No. You would have said it if you did. Okay.
Are you walking away crying for a second in the shot?
Mm-mm. Nah.
You walk away, stay off the side of the ship, and then come back. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I mean, I assume he
Almost.
like. Well, This is during the course of the day, I assume, not immediately following breakfast brunch.
Okay.
No,
okay.
it is. When I walked away.
Oh, it
When I
is.
walked
Okay.
away, when I said I like.
Oh, when you said you walked away from the conversation, you did this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I said I left the room. That's what I said.
You did say that. Okay.
Yeah. So I come back.
All right. Anything else for today's conversations, or are we hopping to the next day?
Is there a moment for Midas and X to have a conversation?
Of course.
Of course.
You have 24 hours.
All right, yeah.
And we share a room. We're roomies.
You
All
are
right,
roomies.
let's go back to our rooms because I don't need nobody hopping on my neck again.
Okay.
Alright,
So
let's go.
at some point during the day, you and Midas both find yourself in the room.
All right. X is reading his book, closes his book, and he says, "Hey, Midas. I didn't think that you would jump on me back there, since I recall telling you about my desire to have my cloak in Sethret with us."
That's you still not really understanding what my question was to you. It wasn't that your cloak was there. It wasn't that you told your cloak. It was the fact that you thought they might attack us.
Oh, gotcha.
That's what my thing was. Why would you think they would attack us?
In my head, I say, I've seen someone use a gift to kill the person that gifted it to them. So,
And I look at X and I say, "What the fuck are you doing? Why are you just staring at me?"
oh no, you can't. We're not mentally linked.
You say in the
I
group
mean-
thought.
If you say
Yeah,
it to a group, everybody can hear it.
Yeah, they can hear that. I don't care.
Okay.
It's only,
so what
it's
did you
only
say?
listeners.
What did you say?
I say, I've seen someone who killed someone with a gift. I've seen someone gifted before and kill someone with the. You know what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say it the way I said it just now. I'm trying to say the way I said it. I forgot it though. I've seen someone handed a gift before, and with that same gift turned around and used it to kill the person that gave it to them. So there's a point where I am testing all variables and opportunities and just trying to explore all options, if that was the case, if that makes sense.
X, who the fuck is this shicey ass person?
Asad says, I think he's talking about the sword and Luda Kavoth.
What the fuck?
Midas, did you say that aloud or did you say that in the group thought?
I said that out loud to X.
Okay,
I'm
so
like,
aside, you don't have the reference point to answer the question.
Oh, I thought X.
You heard X's part. You did not hear Midas' follow-up question.
Oh,
X only said his part in the group thought. That part about I've seen a gift given and then the gifter killed by said gift. Only part in the group thought.
So it might catch y'all off guard, but
So Laura
Entirely.
says, anything else, X, or was that it? Was that the thought?
one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. Sorry for disturbing you all. Go back
What
to
the
sleep.
fuck? Somebody check on X.
so Laura, I think he's talking about the sword and Luda Kavoth.
yo, she says that Midas hops in his bed and pretends he's asleep.
Is anybody going to check on him?
Open.
Is anybody going to check on him?
Yeah,
or
Solar gets out. Gets.
Yeah, Santa's walking down the hall fast as
And
shit.
Midas says it while he's in bed. He says, "X, shut up. I'm asleep. You weren't talking to me."
And Samson says in his head to Midas, "Don't you dare peek your fucking head out the door this time."
He's coming to my door. This is hilarious. Midas is just laying there pretending he's asleep.
Okay, so Samson comes out of his room, Laura comes out of her room, and you both are in the hallway looking at the door to X's room, X and Midas' room.
Solar says to Samson, "You going to check on them? It might be inappropriately dressed for me to just barge in all crazy."
Samson looks at Solar and says, "Everybody gets one." Throws the door open.
So the door is still open. Midas, you obtain to sleep. X, you are sitting on the ground with your book. Okay.
X,
Sorry,
X, did you take all that spice?
Um,
We really need to talk about this.
This is why we didn't want to give it to you.
Who
Who are are you
Is
talking
everything
to?
okay?
And what are you talking about?
Sorry. Have I told you about the book of assassinations that your mother gave me?
Who are you talking to right now?
So I had a moment in a meditative state, and it might have transferred into the wireless chat channel.
No. Who were you talking to about the book? Were you looking at Samson or Solar? Or neither?
Oh,
Samson.
I just held it towards the door, like in your general direction.
No.
X, I'm gonna need the rest of that spice that you have. We
No,
can't do
no.
this.
No,
We
no,
can't,
no, no, I
We
need
can't
my
do this, man.
I need more spice.
Whoa! This does not
no.
sound good.
Nope. Midas.
Yeah,
wake
he
up.
said no.
He said, "No, I need my spice."
Midas, wake up.
Midas like jumps out of the bed and he's like falls on the floor. He's like, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
X's his eyes might be turning a little blue here. We need to
Y'all
relieve
can
him
test
of his spice.
Testing.
Ask your father for a
What?
testing. I'm not on spice. We're good.
A testing kit.
Yeah.
A testing kit?
Yeah.
Pirate ship.
What are you talking about, man?
One blue line is negative. 2 blue lines is positive.
On a pirate ship?
I don't think
Make
they.
sure she has a
I
silver
don't.
bullet. Operate in the
First of
hall.
all, where are these lines, X? Are they in
What
the
the
ethereal plane?
fuck? Lines.
We need
Like
to.
the one Solar Star from the Giants?
It's an ant monologue. I'm actually doing an ant monologue. Not. Can I just go to sleep?
What the
No,
fuck
What
is
are you
going on?
popping in my
just go to
thoughts
sleep.
with these random phrases? Who got killed for what?
Random
what are you talking
phrases.
about?
Killed for what?
Feels like an ominous like.
What are you talking about? Wait. Who got killed?
So like I said, someone got killed after giving a gift.
Right.
Just randomly told us all that.
He
asked the
said
context,
specifically, hold on, Solar, I'm sorry, not to cut
I'm
you
sorry.
off.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
He said specifically he's seen somebody who's given a gift be killed with the same gift. And I'm just wondering, the fuck are you talking about?
This is
Stop.
talking about fish.
X
Like,
just
I
stares
didn't
at him.
know.
X just stares at Samson, like eyes wide.
X,
Really?
who? What are you talking about? Who?
You did that? Who are you talking
to?
to?
Spell on him.
Right now.
You did that? Who
Who
are you talking to?
Assad walks down the hallway towards the.
Well, I was talking in my mind. And only in the channels on my mind.
To who?
No, that's not how this works.
It's talking to mine.
Midas. The fuck? What? I was Yo, check it for the spice, guys. Check it for the spice. Mice goes up to him and slap him again. Now make sure he's not high.
It's Misty Steps.
What is with this room and shenanigans? This is the second time.
What happened the last time?
Samson is just looking in
What happened the last time?
So Laura closes the door behind.
Well, actually, that's not what Slower's room last time.
Yeah, Solar was screaming.
This little
came to try to
quadrant of the ship is probably.
Yo.
The dorm essentially is a dorm, and it's hilarious.
Yo, are you guys
Michelle,
sure you like the ship? Like.
X just Missy stepped out of Midas's way, and then so
Laura
Mike starts
closes the
walking
door.
toward him again. So he started walking toward him again.
No, I'm out the room.
Like,
You can't see me.
Okay, so he
And
starts walking.
Misty Step is
out the
different
room.
from Shadow Step. There's like
I got
You
it.
didn't say
Who
Misty
are you
stepped out
closest
the
to?
door.
Who are you closest to?
I'm gone. I exited the conversation.
I will say this:
Yeah.
if X had decided he wanted to leave, he can Misty Step and Shadow Step away.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
But
Midas
where?
just walked out the
Yeah,
door,
so
and
Laura
he's starting to
followed
look for X.
You can follow. You
Alright,
can,
so Laura Misty step follows.
you can attempt to follow. He can Shadow Step. You can't Misty Step, can you?
Yeah, I can.
It's not a monk thing. It's his
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 I can
thing.
shadow step.
You can Shadow
No, you can't. No, you can't do
I
either.
can do something. Hold on.
I don't think you can.
Misty,
You're
I thought,
fast.
but-
I can do one of the two.
Well, it's definitely not Shadow Step.
Alright, one moment. Alright, well, as soon as he Misty steps whatever, Laura says in the mind mouth, we got a situation. I think X is taking spice one too many times.
Oh my goodness.
Brian. I hide my spice. I hide my
Samson
spice
follows
after
us.
Misty Step.
This is
Oh my god! Why is this?
Definitely
Yo,
says.
come on.
Why is this
We
getting
need an
worse?
intervention.
Why is this getting worse? Why?
This is blown off the fucking rails. It's
Hasn't it?
We need an intervention before he did
X.
that.
So X, give me a stealth check to see how well you can hide your spice.
Alright,
That's hilarious.
This is so.
I have to. Oh no. I don't think I can do any of that.
Wow.
Laura runs to try to find
Try to find X. Oh, your dad?
no, her dad, and summons Theron while she's running.
Oh my goodness.
Ryan,
So,
first,
as all this happens, I'm sorry, as they all leave the room, Midas pretends that he's going to run out after him and closes the door quietly. And then lays, puts on his buttons, cracking up. And then directly to X and X's head, he's cracking up.
X, what are you doing?
first I do pass without trace.
This is so dumb.
You don't have much time to do all these things.
I don't have
You-
time to do pass without trace. It's like
You misty stepped out the room and then you started bouncing around to not be seen because the fast as you monk is chasing you or running past you to go up the steps. So pass without trace doesn't really work if someone's looking at you.
They're not looking at me if I'm misty stepping though, right?
It's
Because
just, you can do it once, Greg. You can't just be completely gone.
It's
You're
30
not
feet.
Nightcrawler.
Isn't it 30 feet to where you can see, or is it 30 feet anywhere you want to go? Period.
Let me see.
Yeah, I can
Because if it's line of sight, then you could have moved yourself to see down the hall and went 30 feet down the hall, and then shadow stepped a bit to go anywhere else after that. But
Really thought he was Nightcrawler.
Okay, I can see. Yes, 30 feet up
Okay.
to what I can see.
so you could have vamped 30 feet out the room down the hall, and
But he had seen out the
other
room because he's
people.
in that corner.
And you could have walked around. This guy's only could let him kind of walk
No,
around.
we wouldn't have let him calmly walk around. Nah, that wouldn't have happened.
This is X we're talking about.
This is X
Nah,
we're talking
that
about.
wouldn't have happened. We say get the space. Might have supposed to. We're not letting him calmly walk out the room. That's not happening.
Vincent already said
I'm
what
gonna
we
go
want.
to sleep, y'all. I'm gonna holler at y'all.
All right, man.
All right, bro.
I don't got time for this.
Peace.
Yeah, it's part of
So,
it.
okay.
Cool.
All right, so X, you cannot get line of sight out the door to try to do this.
So, all right, because I don't have line of sight out the door, can I change my move?
Yeah. So what are you doing instead as they try to approach you for your spice? And now I gotta drop tokens in.
Roll initiative. Drop.
I grab the rift breaker and I teleport.
Oh. No.
Okay, so yes, I drop tokens. He's gone. Where'd you go?
I went. Can you move that around? I'm on the top of the deck right now.
Okay, so you go up to the top deck.
Midas says, X,
Wow.
where'd you go? X, where'd you go?
Hold up.
Where
Actually, I'm on the
where
top
are
deck.
you going?
What is that? The stern, Brian? The biggest,
Don't
one of
ask
the
me these
biggest,
questions.
tallest balconies. Oh, look out!
The crow's nest?
Yeah, crow's nest.
Okay, you can.
Oh lord.
There are 3 crow's nests. Which one did you want to go to? Because you don't know who's on which one at this point. But which one? The front, the middle, or the back?
I'm in the middle.
Okay.
This is exactly how you impart confidence onto your teammate.
Exactly.
So, Midas says to X, directly to X, X, where'd you go? What the fuck?
I'm on the I'm on a balcony.
You can't respond.
Oh,
So-
okay.
Let's see you send it.
Actually, yes, Midas gonna cast send it to him. X, where'd you go? What the fuck?
Oh, I'm on the crow's nest. They can't take the spice. I need the spice, Midas.
This is
I know it sounds
crazy.
bad, but trust me, I need it.
This is crazy.
Yo.
Midas says, it's really sounding like you took too much of it, but go hide it. Hide it somewhere. Hurry up.
That's the plan. Brian, who's up here with me?
Hurry up. I'll give you 30 seconds.
the Warforged is up here. He kind of turns and looks. Are you functioning correctly?
It's beautiful up here. It's beautiful up here. Nice to see you, mate. Is there any bucket or anything I can hide it under?
Not up here.
After a few seconds, Midas says directly to Slur and answers him. He's on the crow's nest, guys. He's up there. Go
Hold
get
up.
him.
There's some, for X's point. There's some rope up here, X, but there's no buckets or anything like that.
All right, so I stash it under the ropes.
Okay.
So as soon as Griff breaks out of there, Solora immediately summons Theron.
What do you say?
Sam's
Oh,
gonna just
Imogen.
polymorph into
Damn
an
it.
owl.
You probably
Oh,
want
we
to do
have
an
a
owl
situation.
session? Okay. Wow. Let me.
The peregrine falcon.
So we're gonna place this at bedtime.
This is so dumb. This is so dumb. Oh.
It's insanely dumb, but we're playing this out. Yeah, we did. This is the correct answer.
Yeah, we did.
Okay. You hear back. Yeah? What's wrong? Somebody, you okay? You okay?
No, X is gone off the spice, man. He
Going
had
off
a
the
problem. We
spice.
tried to approach him about it. He roof broke out of his room. We're trying to find him. Like, we need to make sure he doesn't throw himself off this damn ship.
Sunrise, I assure you, spice is not a harmful substance. No one hurts themselves on spice. It's really quite relaxing. It's
He
there's
ripped
some
broke
bad
out the room.
propaganda about it.
Yeah.
I'm getting dressed.
We'll discuss
I will.
this. I don't like
I
this.
will
No,
be.
no. Get it. Slow hands up.
You said forget it.
Then as she's running, she comes back on. We'll discuss this more in therapy. Hangs up again.
Excess tag tolerant.
As you're running to the top of the deck, you see the door start to open, then close. As you say, we'll talk about it in the morning.
Okay, and then I'm gonna assume at this point is when Midas says,
He's on the crow's nest.
crow's nest.
Okay.
So she
Samson
walks-
polymorphs to an owl and begins flying through the ship
Peregrine falcon.
to a peregrine falcon.
And
Oh,
Midas,
that's the fastest falcon in the world.
Brian, as he's
Midas-
cutting corridors, can I
Fastest bird in the world.
can I shadow step to the
Yes,
next crow's
yes.
nest?
Yes, you
Fastest
can.
bird.
They didn't say which crow's nest. They said the crow's nest. You can definitely be on whichever crow's nest you want to be. Which one are you on right now?
So I'm in the middle, like you put me, but I want to shadow step to the next crow's nest. And I'm just looking over the balcony. looking
Forward or
over
back?
at- the back.
Okay.
so Midas is going to come out his room, and I was going to say the middle one anyway because I didn't know he was on the middle one. Midas is going to going to dimension door onto the top crow's nest, into the middle crow's nest. Look for active spice.
Because you told him to hide it.
Hold on. As the falcon, did I see him like leaving the nest? Because I was
No,
gonna
you're
fly
fast,
there.
but he just snap. Like he landed, hit his spice, and shadow stepped. Before you had to go the entire length of the bottom deck, and then up the steps, then up 60 feet, or a little more than that actually.
Okay. Gotcha.
Hold on. So you are coming up. Solora is rounding up the stairs, and Midas is dimension dooring to the middle platform.
All right.
Do this for me real quick, X. Roll. Just give me a charisma check.
I don't know why you did this.
Who, me?
That applies to everyone. No, that's everyone. I don't know why any of you did this.
I know why. I don't know why anybody is surprised that I'm doing this.
Not saying.
This
Well,
is
that's
fun
fine.
for me.
Charisma save or charisma check?
That's fine. Save is fine. I say a save is better. This is all fucking hilarious. Okay, Midas, you polymorph to the middle platform. Moments after Dimension Door. Moments after X had shadow stepped and is now, gazing out at the night sky on the rear crow's nest as Peregrine Falcon Samson is flying up out of the below deck, darting up to the sky to get eyes on X, as Solora has crested the stairs at breakneck speed, pivoting and making her way parkour style to her dad's room, I assume.
Actually, at this
So
point,
Midas is going to look
I
for
was
his
just going
spice.
to X directly at this point.
You're trying to find X.
Wait. Is he's right above the Dreadnought's room anyway, right?
You don't know which one he's in.
Oh, so I
You were
can't see
told the
him?
middle. You were told the no. You can't see. You're below all this. You can't see who's up there. You were told he's in the middle one though. The middle of the crow's nest.
All
I
right,
didn't tell
so
them that. I said he's in the
he
crow's
just
nest.
said
Okay, you said
crow's
a
nest.
crow's
want-
nest.
I-
Oh, you went to
I
the
said
middle
he's
one,
in
but you
the-
just said a
He's
crow's
in the
nest.
crow's nest. I told him a
Okay.
crow's nest. I'm doing this for a reason.
I got you. So Shalora, what are you doing? He's in a crow's nest. A crow's nest.
So I quickly. Okay, so can I do this as I'm running up the steps? I set my visage out to see first.
Out to see?
Look to see where he is. Like
Oh,
behind me, because she can extend it in front of me. So let's just say from this point I do it. Like I.
but
hit
because
the
it would have
button.
slowed you down to have done that.
Yeah.
Okay, so where are you sending it on the ship? Because you have to pick a direction.
I send it up to look to.
Oh,
look at
straight
the
up.
crow's nest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so your visage, you shoot it straight up, and you very quickly are going to get back the information. Midas, what are you doing? As you have poofed onto the middle crow's nest.
He's looking for extra spice.
Roll investigation. And X, roll stealth. I meant to ask you to do that.
23.
This is really hilarious.
This is all as hilarious as it can possibly get.
Can I roll it again?
You cannot, sir.
What?
He rolled a 2 and he has a plus 10. Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. So, Midas, as you appear and you start looking around, you quickly realize there's nothing up here but the Warforged and a pile of rope. And you begin looking through the rope, and the Warforged looks at you and he says, "Are you functioning well?"
He says, "Yeah. Did the other guy come up here to hide some spice? They think he's on spice. I know he's not, and I'm just trying to get it back for him so I could take it to our room and tell them all that nothing's really going on. Yeah, he's running from the rest of the crew."
He nods. Give me a persuasion roll.
I want to guide myself.
Okay. This is just a hilarious turn of events here, by the way.
Gosh, dang it!
Who would've
I
thought?
will.
He nods, and he
Wait, I rolled a 14. Okay.
nods, and he looks at you, looks at the rope, looks at his foot, looks at you. I think if he needs his spice, he should come back and get it. No judgment.
Yeah. It seems that you're hiding it for him. That's fine. I'll just tell the rest of the crew that he's fine. I'm really not trying to steal the stuff from the guy. It's really a kooky ass night, and it's kind of my fault because I played this whole thing up with everybody. So I think I'm just going to set it all to rest.
He
You
nods.
seem like you're working.
No, live and let live. I just don't want anyone getting caught up on any hang-ups. I just don't want anyone to find it. He seemed like a nice enough person.
Hang-ups.
Yeah, people judge people for the things they do.
Did you ever spend time in the Feywild?
No.
Or in between, round between the Feywild and here?
I've lived a life.
I mean the hang-ups thing. It's just, I feel like I've heard that somewhere before. And you have a good one. And Midas says to the crew, to everybody in their heads, I just dove into X's head. He's not on the spice at all. He's really being weird, but I think that book he was talking about might actually be true.
Okay. And Shalora, at this time, your visage does spot X on the rear crow's nest, and Samson, you see him as well in your hawk form. A falcon, I'm sorry.
So Shalora,
He was clarifying the falcon. Peregrine falcon, yes.
So y'all all heard me tell y'all that the book stuff might be true, and he just did detect thoughts and dove into X's head. He's
wait,
not-
what book thing?
The thing about the book that he was telling Samson with his mom or whatever, he might have just told y'all I think he's telling the truth about that, but he's not on spice. I just pretty much detect thoughts and like went deep into his thoughts. He's not lying.
Book.
Oh
I
my
feel like
god!
I'm
When y'all
missing
were in
some
his room,
backstory.
no, when
No,
y'all
no,
were
I
she doesn't
understand.
know what the book is.
Laura's asking.
She has no context.
Oh, well, apparently Simpson's mom has given him a book about assassination. He just said it in the room. I don't know anything about this book either, so
Okay, we're on the group chat, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. I just calm down.
This seems like something that another
was eating.
secret between friends.
Midas, turn the volume down.
Another
No,
secret.
that's my bad. I was eating. So
Samson is well. Okay.
Samson turns and says, "So, as you guys know, X has unfortunately been to Evanwood before.
Okay.
And
Well,
he's
well,
been
let me
hired-
check the intelligence of your bird here, because we gotta start actually factoring in polymorph dropping you guys' intelligence.
Unfortunately, been to Evanwood. Unfortunately.
We gotta start
Oh my
factoring in
gosh.
the negatives of polymorph to certain things.
Well, this is telepathic.
Right, but your intelligence still fell when you polymorphed to whatever the Falcon's intelligence is.
In any case, Midas goes to shake the Warforge's hand. Says, good night. And he starts climbing down the crow's nest.
He nods to you.
Samson wants to land on the crow's nest.
You can absolutely do that. Let me see if I can get this whole sheet up really quick.
And then he says to X in his head, just to X, I don't know why you did that head shit, man. And then you didn't tell the truth about it.
Yeah, a 2 intelligence, which is a -4 modifier. You're super perceptive, but you're not, holding full coherent conversations in the group thought. You probably understand everything you're hearing, but go ahead.
You didn't tell the truth about it, and then you told the truth about it. I mean, if you're going to lie, then go forward with the lie. He went to, I was talking to Midas. That wasn't really smart, X. But I told everybody, as you heard, that you're not high on spice, and now you just have to explain this book thing, and you'll be out of it. But why the fuck did you talk in our head? And then he goes back. He's in the same room, X, and he keeps climbing down the crow's nest. And when he gets all the way down, he just starts walking back to his room.
Samson, you have landed on the crow's nest.
And I look at, I transform back.
Okay, there you
go. I look at the guard and say, here's 5 gold. I need to look at those ropes.
Okay, roll persuasion.
What's the chances that he lands on that one though and just starts investigating that?
He went to the one you saw Midas looking through ropes.
Okay, not the one that he sees X at.
Blue collar 20.
Yeah, blue collar 20. Okay.
There's only 2 crows now.
There's 3. He takes the.
I think that's still a little difficult.
I mean, if he flew straight up from where he came out, that would be the first one, and that one had Midas.
Would it make more sense to go check somewhere that somebody already didn't check if he thinks that he's working with him?
I'm where I'm at, Greg.
I just don't think that makes sense.
How?
Easy, Greg. Just you got this. Trust me. The rules will work in your favor.
You give him the 5 gold, and he takes it, and he says, "Are you functioning properly?"
Great. And then I start looking through it.
Okay, roll investigation for the ropes.
Oh, that thing.
14. So you start going through the ropes, you pick them up, you kind of jingle them out. No spice.
I go to leave and I just want to check one more time.
Roll again.
This is a level of metagaming right here, by the way.
Have these ropes offended you?
It's going to work in your favor. So I'm telling you.
I still think it's meta.
I got you.
Have these ropes offended you?
What?
Have these ropes offended you? You've shaken them quite harshly.
No.
You don't find
Midas,
anything, Chris.
Midas says to X in his head, come back to the room. I got you.
Yeah, I'm out this bitch. X slow falls down. Jumps down and slow falls down from the crow's nest.
Okay. And once again, to remind you, Mux, you guys don't slow fall. You guys, X was on a different crow's nest. His point was that he was on one that you could see him on, and he went to a different one. That was his issue. And for your Mux, you don't slow fall. You just superhero land and don't take any damage, or you reduce the damage. You are falling at the same speed as like a regular person falls.
It says slow fall though.
And you reduce your damage. Well, does it say slow fall or does it say something else?
Yeah, I know my monk in the other campaign has slow fall, so definitely available.
Well, just so you guys are aware, if you jump from something too high, you will still die. But okay, so you slow fall down and land without issue.
With slow fall?
Yes.
No, because we did this when with the whole like getting blown out of the like tower thing. Like the monks were chilling.
You use a reaction when you fall to reduce any fall damage by, and there's a number. X's number is 50. So if you take fall damage higher than 50, you will take the damage above 50. It's based on your monk abilities what your number you reduce it by is.
I think this has changed over the
This
course
has
of
not
the
changed.
campaign.
You guys usually don't fall that far. And
No, we fell out of the tower when
Featherfall was cast for that.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
It's reducing the fall damage by 5 times the amount of your monk level.
There you go.
Say it again.
5 times the amount of your monk level. That's what it reduces the damage.
Okay.
Okay, so you successfully land without issue.
And I wave at Samson as this is happening.
Okay. And Samson, as you're tussling with the ropes, you see X kind of just gliding down and landing. And he waves to you as he begins heading back to his room.
Yep.
Samson gives X the middle finger.
Okay, so Laura?
Laura's standing there, so I'm assuming like as X slow falls, she's just like,
you see it.
X bows to Laura as he passes her.
What is all this about, man?
You know, I get really emotional anytime it comes to the cloak, and I just don't like how it earlier went down. And I understand y'all reasonings for it, but I just don't like how it went down. I miss my family. I do. And I apologize if you feel like you were put in danger by me inviting them, but I miss my family.
X, we were just trying to ascertain.
We're being put in danger again.
You're not here.
You're not here. This is like a face-to-face conversation.
She said, "You're not here."
This is in the mind, right?
No, this is out loud. This is out loud.
No,
they're right in front of each other. Yeah.
Okay.
So Laura says, X, like, we were just trying to figure out why you thought that they would attack as soon as we got there. That's where the problem lied.
My bad.
Yeah, man.
Oh, this was all a misunderstanding, huh?
Seems so.
Did you enjoy your game of tag?
No.
Oh, my bad.
I didn't.
Well, I'm just gonna go back to sleep. My bad. Hey, Samson, my bad, dog. It was all a misunderstanding. I miss my family though. Y'all have a good night.
I miss my family.
Solar wants to roll perception just to check on X's eyes real quick.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, go ahead.
Hold, please. Try and pull it up.
This has been the most hilarious random occurrence, random encounter. I'm gonna call it. This was an encounter.
Oh damn, that's not.
Nine.
We spent the whole last session planning, and now we do this.
I love it.
This is like
X looks fine. You know, he's always hard to read. He's always pretty guarded, but you know, you don't have much interaction with Spice. He looks regular, a little tired. You guys are all tired. It's night. You know, you guys should be sleeping.
Yeah. So I was like, all right, X. As he walks past, she like reaches out and touches his shoulder. Let me know if you need to talk. I understand how it feels missing your family.
X goes to give Solara a hug.
She allows it. She goes for it.
Right.
Slowly.
Slowly. Right.
This led to a good moment. Look at that. Okay.
Have a
Wow.
good night.
Assad says the Samson. Hey Samson, I need to talk to you real quick. Well, actually,
Are you saying that in the
guys,
group thought, or did you come up top?
I say in the group thought. In fact, guys, we still got to do legend lore. Maybe we could do it in the morning.
All right, let's do. Yeah, man. It's been an eventful night.
I know.
Yeah. To remind you guys, it is night.
Laura was just gonna fill us in.
Different thing, different topics.
Wait, what happened?
You guys want to do Legend Lore on? Legend Lore was supposed to be on.
The 1,000-Year War.
No, it was supposed to be on. What's his face?
Azrael
and Kaleem is who you guys are talking about doing Legend Lore on.
Yeah.
That's who you settled on
right.
last session.
Right. All right,
so
let's
Laura's supposed to
just,
give info on the 1,000-Year War.
Right. Yeah, let's discuss in the morning.
Okay.
What? Yeah. Samson's statement stands.
I couldn't hear you, Chris. I don't know what you said.
Samson's statement stands.
She didn't hear the statement.
Why do people keep doing this to me?
I don't know either.
The statement was, I thought we weren't supposed to do Legend Lore because Solara was supposed to fill us in.
Oh, this is
we can let's see what we all know. Let's combine our knowledge and then see if we still need to do Legend Lore afterwards. If we can
Right.
save
You're
components,
leading the
we may as
talk,
well.
right?
What? Yeah.
You're leading the
Yeah, I
talk.
said I said I had some things to share.
Right, you did. You actually, you did. I remember.
I said
Y'all in this double confirmation is hilarious.
And also, Solara, I don't want you to feel any type of way towards your dad. Anything be mad at me? I guess.
about about that whole
1,000-Year
incident?
War.
I don't think you know that I had a conversation with him.
No, I
No.
don't. But I do know your face.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
He's referring to your dad saying something to him.
I remember.
Okay.
I remember. No, it's fine. I'm not mad.
All right.
About time.
So-
We shared it anyway.
This is amazing. So everyone eventually makes it back to their rooms.
Yes.
X and Mice, are you having a conversation down there or no?
So when X comes back in, Mike says, "Man, you we're gonna work. You know what, buddy? If you don't mind, I would like to train you and give you some tips on your charisma."
Oh, I rolled 21. You didn't see that?
Yeah, because you are conversationally terrible, X, and we're hanging with each other. I think it'd be better if you gotten a little bit better at things.
It's with y'all. I've made it X amount of years in this. You get that? X amount of years in this.
Nice.
Yeah, and when you came to us, you sounded like a fucking stick. I don't know how to put it. I mean, don't know how to talk to people, X. And then you do weird stuff when you get caught in the odd situation, like you lied with the truth after. So here's a basic lesson, your first lesson. Whatever you go with, follow it to the end of the thread. And you only change your story if you have to.
Felt like I had
So
to.
you absolutely no, you didn't have to, X. Because now you have this book, right? And you told us about it. What is this book that Samson's mother gave you?
I didn't tell you about this, or did I tell Saeed?
You've mentioned this book before to the group at large.
Yeah.
He has mentioned
Yeah,
it to
he
us? Okay.
Yes, he has.
So he's
Was
okay.
Solara there for that?
I think Shalor's the only one who doesn't know about this book.
No,
Okay, thank you.
Solara was not
Thank
there.
you, because I'm
Yeah, because
genuinely-
Shalor's reaction was legitimate.
It's happening.
X could just said it was, I'm talking to Samson, and that would have like squashed that whole moment, but he didn't. So
Yeah.
Okay.
So you said you had the book. I mean, you told the group about the book. Solar wasn't there. You couldn't have just told, "Oh, I was talking to Simpson," because she said, "Whose mother?" I mean, she didn't know if you were talking about hers or Simpson's. You know, people were thinking you're high on spice. You could have just said Simpson's mother. That would have worked out. We already know the book is fucking kooky, X. But then you went to, "Oh, I'm talking to Midas," who's pretending he's
just
asleep and is not about to admit that. So we still have the rest of this conversation if you wanted to have it.
Oh yeah, no, we had the conversation, and actually, a pretty good thing came out of it. I gave Solara a hug today, and X in his head. I love you, Solara. And
Go to sleep, X. I
X
care
is
about
just
you.
sitting,
Right.
standing outside of his door, confused. Like, I've tried everything. I gave everybody their one. What else? What more do you want from me?
I would like to say, there was something I wanted to say though. We got off of it.
Oh boy.
But yeah, X, you were saying that
That was an hour-long
you've seen people, you know, killed with the gift or whatever that they just gave to someone. I was asking you who did that shit, but it really is not that important. Yeah. So what's up?
Yeah, I would like to let you know. I don't care for the spice on a level of addiction.
I know that, X. I know that.
Yeah.
I'm probably the only person here that really knows that. That's why I told the crew that, you know, you weren't high on the spice.
I need the spice to it allows me to see if there are black members or not near me.
Black members. What's wrong with black members?
I see black people.
Oh my!
Get away from me!
Just delete the stream. And
Oh my goodness!
Yo, throw him off the boat. Throw him off the boat. Midas, just do it. Throw him off the boat, Midas.
He said, "I see if they have black swag, and I don't want that anywhere near me."
Oh boy!
If you remember in that town of the Grave Diggers,
right?
Rivers End.
Someone didn't see black members, black order members.
Yeah, with these Freudian slips. Yo.
Throw him off the boat, man.
On the spice. The spice can be critical. The spice can be critical in me finding those who are trying to sleep amongst us or hide amongst us.
And then did you see anyone on this? Did you see anyone on this ship?
No, I haven't seen anyone, but I'm trying to figure out if there might be someone who's finding a way to disguise themselves. But either way, this is important for me in our future.
Do you have to roll deception?
Damn, metagamer?
Yes.
How is that metagaming? I mean, usually when this happens, right? We usually have to roll.
Let the DM decide it, yo.
I was thinking
he's
about it.
right though. Like,
I was thinking about it.
You didn't make me do it in the past. Oh, I didn't lie.
You haven't lied. I'll have you roll, but for the record, usually I think you roll if the person is actively trying to get information from you. It didn't feel to me like Midas was, but since you want the roll, we'll have you roll. I feel like Midas was just simply, continuing the conversation, not actively looking for information.
No, yeah, I wasn't. No, I was asking him, did he see anybody? So if
you're not looking for a lie, that's my thing is if you're not looking for a lie,
no, I'm not.
So I would not have had him roll it.
Okay, so cool.
Precedence, Brian.
I mean, if you guys think it's not accurate, I can just have him roll and we won't have this issue.
No.
Honest question. Honest question. No, I want to solve this now. I don't have to let it play out. You know what? X roll deception. I'm not gonna. I don't want to get into nuance.
Can I roll stealth check first?
No. What?
No.
Can you just roll a dice? That doesn't matter. Sure. If you want to roll just one-off dice, you can do that. But I need a stealth check.
I thought my.
I need a deception check.
Trying to roll stealth for what deception dice is.
Okay. So, give me an insight check, Midas.
He's lying.
Yes. You get you feel like he may have saw someone. He's not being honest when he says he didn't see anyone with the symbol.
All right. So when he says that, my sister, X, you gotta be careful about taking that stuff. Make sure you kind of spreading it out, and you don't take too much of it at a time because it is addicting. Even though you're not addicted now, you keep taking it, looking for Black Order members, time after time, it's going to become a problem.
X holds up his pinky and he says, "Just enough." But real quick, I did say there's something I have to check. Like I don't know, but I need to check something. I did say that because it was
That's
there
cool.
at one point, and then it wasn't there anymore.
Okay.
The diamond.
So there's some context to what he said there.
And I
Okay.
did see.
Okay. And when he puts the pick up, he says just nothing. He said X. I used to, be on the streets, in my trade before. I've seen people say just enough. Just be careful.
X nods and goes to his book. Good night.
And Maya says, "See, we were doing something there, and the way you abruptly ended this was a little bit weird." And then he walks over to X, gives him a hug, and then lays down and go to sleep.
X hugs him back.
Okay. All right. So.
Assad wants to talk to Samson.
All right, you guys are in the same room.
Oh shit!
What do you say?
I forgot. I didn't know whether you're saying it or not. Hey Samson, before you go to sleep, I just want to ask you a question.
Mirror's in this room as well, by the way, but he is asleep.
Got you.
Is he snoring?
He's asleep.
Samson, remember that ring that you got in River's End? I think the one with the echo in it.
Yeah.
You think I could just hold that ring real quick? I wanted to see if I could talk to it.
I don't think so.
Okay. All right. Okay. Why not? Like.
Yeah, come on. You know why not?
Why not?
First ring, my guy. Like you want? Let me hold your blade ring.
Okay. I give you my blade ring. Go ahead.
I'll trade.
No, I said I just want to hold it for a few minutes. Like that's what I'm saying. I want to talk to it.
You're gonna have to attune to it to do that. So.
Oh, you serious?
It's a heart attack.
All right. Okay. All right. Well, reason is that I have a connection with the Giants, right? I want to see which one this echo belongs to.
So do the trade.
You mean for an hour? You mean?
Getting a lot of work done.
All right.
I guess we're on the ship right now. We're on the ship.
Like, yo, I just.
Whoa,
all right, go ahead.
boy.
Make the promise to me that in the future I can get an hour with your blade ring.
Oh, in the future.
Mm-hmm.
We'll trade time.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right.
Okay. So, to my knowledge, this ring is still cursed and stuck to your finger, Samson.
All right. So I try to shake Assad's hand and fill it onto his hand. I tell Assad, you have to want to take this ring.
Okay.
Wait, will it stay on my finger?
I don't know. We're about to find out.
So you're saying it's stuck to your finger and it won't come off?
He didn't say anything about that.
Yeah, no, I said that I'm shaking your hand and I'm going to try to will this ring onto your finger, but you have to want to accept the ring.
All right, okay.
All right. Give me a wisdom saving throw then, Samson.
Hold on. 13.
13. Okay, you shake his hand and you concentrate on the ring, and you concentrate on shifting it from you to Midas, or to Assad, and nothing happens.
I'm gonna try again.
Roll again.
All right, okay, try again.
You shake his hand again. 21. You shake his hand, and this time you really focus. You really put all of your thought in it. You clear your mind. You grip his hand hard, and you stare at that ring, and you will it. You will it off your hand, and nothing happens.
What's
You hear
wrong
a
with
cough
the
in
ring?
the background.
A tumbleweed somewhere just rolls.
Samson looks back at everybody. He's sweating.
There's no everybody. It's just you two.
You hit the fourth wall.
Right. You look at the fourth wall. You look at the camera.
Break the third wall.
You look at the camera sweating.
Hey, Samson, what's wrong with that ring?
Oh boy.
Why won't it come off?
You told me. You got curse shit too. Take your blade rings off. Samson is saying as he's clearly just exhausted.
All right. Well, all right. It was worth a try. It was worth a try. But, yeah.
Worth a try. You didn't try to take anything off.
I know. Remember we tried with the arcane vein rubies, and they just burnt the ring or something like that. Wait, actually, I don't know what he did.
To remind you, you guys put the 2 arcane bane rubies on the ring, and they were in the process of destroying the ring, but the voice in the ring convinced Samson to stop.
So Samson says, now that I think about it, and then he just stops talking. Because at this point, the ring is
The ring is what?
talking to him.
Are you telling me the ring's talking to you?
That's exactly what I'm
Oh my god.
What even is this session?
Oh god.
Oh my. No, the ring is not talking to you.
Samson. Wait. Real quick, out of game.
He tried to force narrative and I failed.
I noticed that.
Right, out of game, did Samson tell us about the ring talking to him?
Yes, you guys were all there. It was a very vocal conversation. You guys were all trying to figure out how to get it off his hand. You guys were all trying to figure out how to con it. And they're giving you guys information about the Giants.
Samson, maybe you can try to talk to the ring. Before we didn't know about the Giants as much. Now we know that at least one of them is awake. Maybe just tell him that your master might be awake. Ask him who he belongs to.
As a reference, Samson already lied and said they were all awake, and then got caught in the lie and said that they're all dead. That's the foundation.
Right. Okay. Right. But Brian, this is the truth, though.
I'm letting you know the foundation of what he's already said to this thing, just so you guys are aware how that would be received.
Okay.
This being the truth for real this time, that's goes as far as you think it might go for you. Not enough real this time. So what are you doing, guys?
Hey, this is perfect. I just came back.
You missed. We're still going.
The funniest fucking
I just missed something?
ever.
It's still going, but yeah.
What happened? I'm sorry.
Assad and Samson are talking. Assad's trying to get the ring, the echo ring from Samson. Samson tried to will it onto Assad's hand. It did not work. I then reminded them about the backstory from the ring, and then Samson said he started to tell Assad that, and then Samson told me the ring was talking to him, and I informed him that it in fact was not.
Okay, all right. Fucking hijinks.
Yeah.
I'm sleeping still.
Trying
So
it.
I'm waiting
You're
for
not in that room.
No, yeah, I'm long resting till the morning. So unless we put it to morning, I can't do anything.
Okay. Everyone's asleep but these two.
Yeah, Samson, do you think you could talk to it?
Say again?
Do you think you could talk to the ring and tell him that?
I don't know. It might just be best to let sleeping dogs lie for now. We'll worry about it after the dragon.
Okay, got you.
If that's cool with you.
No, it's fine with me. It's fine with me. No, like you're right. The dragons come first. Just I was thinking, right?
Right.
Jill Vesto isn't really our issue, but I remember you talking about wanting to take over Jill Vesto.
Exactly.
And I was thinking that fire giant is awake under Jill Vesto. So I don't know what it's doing, but I'm trying to figure that out.
I would like to accompany you on this journey. This could be fruitful. I see what killing a giant did for you, your territory. I could do the same to Levesto. Who knows?
Right. I know that you have plans to take over Jill Vesto, right? Is that still a goal for you?
Yeah, that's what I'm speaking towards right now.
Right. Right. So that giant is definitely is a factor. So.
Yeah. In fact, if we could let this giant loose around the Royals, that could be beneficial to us. Take out some of their defense before we come in. Save the day. You know? Do some of the dirty work.
Right. Right. Or yeah, like you said, let it do a little bit of damage, come in, save the day. Get the power.
Right.
And then from there, you take out those top 3 Joe Weston heads.
Yeah. But if we can somehow get him around this giant, around the Gilvesto heads, that would be the best thing we could do.
Right. Right. So that's the reason why I wanted to I wanted to hopefully see if that ring was connected to that fire giant. So that'd have been the best case scenario. But I don't know who it's connected to. So I definitely would like to know in the future.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Thanks for your cooperation. I appreciate it.
Anytime.
Okay, so at long last, the misfits all go to sleep. Woof. Well, we are at 11:35. Someone please roll for the next day, and I think that's where we're going to call the session, gang.
Me, unless someone else wants to.
I go for it.
All right. D. What am I rolling? D what?
D10. D10.
I wish I could roll a dirty dozen. Ooh, 10.
Hey.
What shall happen?
a regular day of travel. You do not gain speed, you do not lose speed, you do not see anything interesting. It's just a relaxing day of travel.
All right.
So we will pick that up next session as the Misfits continue planning, continue talking, and continue having heart-to-hearts in the dorm room.
That was great hygiene.
Can you give us the scrying for the next day?
Are you attempting to scry again?
Of course, every day.
I'll roll the saves and let me see.
I liked how he started the session, scrying from last week. So.
Ooh, what a session, guys.
That was great. That was great.
Like,
I love
this
it.
is one of those filler episodes that give you a little bit of information you need.
I mean, that's D&D. That's the real meat of it.
But it gave us it gave people who are watching group dynamic too.
Fuck people watching. Shout out to people watching, but that's not what we're here for.
I'm here to put on a show.
That was
for myself. That was hilarious. Oh my god!
You guys
That
are
might
so.
be the funniest shit. I'm like, yo, last week we had this great planning session, and then we do this.
I thought we actually early on. I thought we actually might skip forward and actually get to the dragon.
Man, I thought we might go a whole day.
Nah, bro. Yeah, we got 5 weeks till we see this dragon, bro. It's not happening.
This is happening in fucking May.
We'll see him by like July. See him by July.
Yeah, this
Even
is
Memorial Day weekend will be fight night.
Old Musty Farts Gaming in the chat says they liked it. So good session.
Yeah.
Yay, thank you.
It's
somebody that's watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He watched last week too.
Like,
what was I doing? I was rolling for you guys scrying. Okay, let me roll for Azrael.
Oh, that shit was so funny. Y'all are chasing X all around.
that was so ridiculous knowing that man was not on spice at fucking all.
Oh, that was great. Like that was amazing. What's your spell save? Oh, do you know, Chris?
16, I want to say.
Oh, Musty Fart said drag it out until June. I'm sorry, man. I don't think we could drag it out that long.
If we have more sessions like this, we just.
But we can highlight when that session, and you can go back and watch it.
When we think it's gonna happen, sure, absolutely. Azrael makes her save, so she's immune for 24 hours. Let me do Vezeric.
Oh man.
I think that'll be a multi-session fight anyway, to be honest.
Absolutely, unless you guys knock it out the park.
Wait, what would be a multi-session?
Azrael. I hope you don't think these polymorphs about to work.
Have a good night, old Musty Farts Gaming.
Good night, old Musty Farts Gaming.
Yeah, Brian, it's a 16.
Okay, she made a save.
Yeah, we gotta have those contingencies.
Yeah, it's no way.
They both saved.
That would be awesome, but I just can't. I think the fact that she's on the ship with other people is going to be the problem.
Yeah, I was telling Brian last week, like, yeah, it would be cool if this one also happened and we would polymorph. I was like, but it would be corny if every fight went that way,
Yeah.
we polymorph and get out of it. We would get bored after a while.
Yeah, guys. I actually want to have a dragon fight.
See, I don't.
Yo, Evanwood.
No, I'm practical. I want to, let's kill this dragon and take his magic. Let's do it in a very practical way where we're not working harder, we're just working smarter.
No, I think our characters will do that the best we can.
As far as working smart is concerned, I don't know if throwing a turtle dragon into a bag of devouring would give anyone the powers.
Yeah, that's my exact idea. I don't think anyone would get powers from that. Like, just
I would have to think on that.
Right,
I don't know that was the goal, though. But yeah.
Exactly. I don't think that's the goal. Again, I don't think a come up's the goal. I think protecting a nation's the goal.
That's
Yeah.
not the goal, but that's the
That's my
perk,
whole
though.
point.
And then,
That's
closing a door you all
Fuck
opened.
that. Fuck that. If we have this opportunity, we're doing it. Fuck you.
Yeah.
The bag of the
Yeah. Yeah.
What happened?
Maybe we get
you
a
say
super bag of devouring.
If we can, we doing this the easy way.
Oh, okay. I was
mean,
say, damn.
I
He's fucking
agree.
risk having for the power. I was like, damn.
I agree. But with Vezeric, I'm trying to have a fight. Like, you know what I mean? A real fight.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
we're not gonna have a choice in that. I don't think. Really.
I mean, because we could polymorph Vezeric too, probably. So.
We can try.
Y'all know what's gonna happen when we fight Vezeric? The entire crowd's gonna turn against us.
Right.
Thousands of people.
When we fight Vezeric, we're gonna fight Macau too.
I don't want that to happen. Don't say that.
That's
Don't say
what's
that.
gonna happen. That's
Yo,
what we're
don't-
leading.
Which means
Do not say
we're
that,
going to
yo.
fight actually Savon as well. So we got the crowd,
Yeah, that's what I'm
Vezeric,
saying.
I'm okay
Mikel,
with that. I'm okay with
and
fighting him.
actually Savon.
Y'all just added
Yo.
more and more people to this fight. That's
Yo, y'all want to fight Vezeric, Michael, and Stefan?
And
Like,
Phaylai's
Don't
gonna show
wanna
up.
fight
And then Phaylai's
anybody.
gonna be
That's
there. And we
what
gotta
I'm
fight Phaylai.
Is that Phaylai,
Once
Kaleem?
Savon jumps to Phaylai gotta come.
Yo,
And Tristan gonna jump in.
yeah,
Listen.
Tristan, Kaleem,
And then
and
why not
Phaylai.
Arch? Why not the Archfey? He'll
Arch
join
Fey.
us.
I get it.
Why
I
not
get it.
everybody?
Why not Anton? Why not Anton and Archfey on
Yeah,
side?
yeah. Why not Anton and Oriana switch sides on this? Come on.
The whole thing is, I get what Saeed is saying, where he wants the action, but why can't it just be like Ocean's 8 or whatever?
No, I mean, what my
for
thing is,
every
is
mission? Like, just do some fly shit. Like, yeah,
Well,
we
because-
could fuck you up, but we did it this way.
well,
Right.
because I think that kind of like it gets cool because we're like really planning things out, but then it's like it's kind of boring because part of the fighting is part of D&D, right? And it's like, what are we leveling up for and getting all these new powers if we're spamming 2 of them?
Yeah,
I
just to put
promise
Spawn in the
you,
guy's power.
it
Well,
will not be
that's my whole
something that will
thing.
work multiple times. I promise you that.
Right.
You have any
Yo,
worries
Brian's
about it?
saying we
I'm
get
just- I'm
one
just
chance.
talking about-
We
I'm
get
not saying
one
you get
chance.
lucky. This
He's like,
this
you showed me
this
your hand
chance
one time.
might not even
Never
work.
played
It's
again.
like someone brought up in the session. You guys can shoot off 4 polymorphs. She may just save every time, not even need to use her resistance.
Exactly.
If she just saves
Or
every
they-
time, that's that.
Or they get counterspell.
Yeah, counterspell exists too. I mean, there's a lot of ways this is, a very shaky first strike and not, Ocean's
It's
8.
not done.
Yeah, so I mean, don't get too worried that you guys have found a trump card. But I mean, you guys have done crazy great plans before. Like, the 4 polymorph thing went pretty good. The ambush possession thing went really good in Briar's Cove. You guys have done, perfectly executed things, and then it didn't work well next time through.
Yeah.
Yeah, the shit with the what was that guy that Midas knew? That was guarding the portal.
Oh, the young bear boy.
Oh, the bear.
I forget his name. I gotta look it up again. but
Man, that was
that kid, yeah.
fun times, man. You
I
guys,
call him Joshy.
Joshy, you guys do a lot of hilariously fun things. Woo.
Yeah, that was a wild session. This is your young bull. And this is right after we were getting on X
Yeah.
for being loyal to his cloak.
Yeah, Midas
Everybody
was like,
was-
yo, y'all can do what y'all want to do. I just don't want to be the one to kill him. That's all. I don't want to kill him.
Everybody was mad cold to anybody in their past.
Yeah, you guys don't give a fuck about anyone, but that's not really Midas' past. You guys have been around for that. That's his present, if anything. But
Yeah, I was kind of, talking to the
No.
kid.
I'm just saying, like, at that time, everybody was like,
we're your family now. Fuck who you knew.
Yeah, Milo. Yeah, Milo's the kid's name.
Milo, yes. Oh man, you guys are just hilarious. Hilarious.
Yeah, it's good stuff. I mean, it's believable that we be assholes.
No, yeah, it is. It is. That's the best part of it. I love this hilarious dynamic between Shalor and Theron.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yo, man.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm on
They're gonna have
vacation.
to have a combo, like. I
So
don't-
Laura's
I
like,
don't
you ain't
this
never going on
energy.
vacation again.
I know,
like
right?
this energy.
No PTO for you.
You
buddy.
like his energy. Right, no paid time off. Fuck him if you saved
Tomorrow
up.
I'll just catch that PTO back.
Fuck the few hundred years, bro. Like we.
Nah. I say I say it's go time, he like, well, I mean, I don't know that it is. I'm sorry, what?
He's like, it's like you call him up like, yo, he did the edibles. He's going crazy. He's gonna trip out the boat. Like, nah, it's cool. It's an edible. He'd be fine. Just it's not a big deal. But I'm coming, but it's not a big deal.
This
Next
edible
time he go on
coke,
vacation,
not
I'm gonna
weed.
just hand him the medallion back. He can give it back when he's done his vacation.
Yo, you should.
That's how I'm telling you now. That's how this is about to roll.
You invited him here.
The thing is, if you get in crazy danger, he can't help you.
Well,
You gotta think about that.
apparently,
Oh
our
boy.
versions of danger differ. So like,
You invited him here.
Nah, she told him. Nah, you coming.
I said this a working trip. He said, nah, homie, I'm on vacation.
You ain't talking to pops. you guys like I said the last session. This is the safest place in the world to him. There is no danger here.
Darren did not bring his laptop.
Oh man.
Oh god, that's hilarious.
It's funny, like, cause like Theron's an observant person. He sees it. He's like, but.
Oh man.
That's fun.
That was a
He
good
didn't
one.
bring his laptop. That's good.
It's a great one. This is the whole thing is just, man. And you know what's funny? I wanted to get a Theron conversation into this session, but the moment never came, and that's hilarious.
Man, Midas knows X just lied to him. Huh, this is funny.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
And he knows it's a Black Order person, or X at least thinks it might be a Black Order person on the ship. And he's like, and he lied to him. Midas is like, yeah, cool. This just went by it. I'm not gonna mess with X about it.
You can't, because you gotta check something.
I don't know who it is.
Yeah, he did follow over. I didn't see anything, but I got to check on something to make sure. So he did. He lied to you, but he gave you the follow up with, I'm doing more research. Yeah.
Yeah. So Midas is like, he saw something. Like he's not sure if he believes what he saw, but he saw something. That's what Midas kind of.
That definitely fits. Ooh, man, this was so funny. I'm really surprised X jumped to the is it my cloak attacking our gang?
Yeah,
that was surprising.
That was such a
what
weird
fucked everything up.
I mean, no, you guys do this thing though. Like, you guys just get a thread and say, "Holy shit, follow that thread." You just hop in a cab, follow that cab, and you just go. It's a follow that cab moment.
Like, oh yeah, like our guys are in a fight. I wonder if it's my guys fighting our guys. What?
But
exactly,
why would that be the case?
You guys are really weird about him inviting the cloak to Sethret, though. That's a really interesting reaction.
No,
they were weird.
Like, why would they be fighting? Like, why is that the first thing that comes to your mind? Like, your people are fighting our people.
Right. Them coming to Sethret is not weird. Them coming to Sethret to fight us is weird.
Right.
That's what I was like.
Right.
What the fuck is that idiot fighting us for?
Yeah, but the yes or no you guys kept pushing was, did you invite them?
That
Was the first yes or no?
No,
I mean,
the
I'm
question
backing out of
was
this.
why do you
It's just Samson.
why do you invite them if that's what you think is happening? Like, what is going on here?
Yeah, and X explained it. Like, we're not there right now. They don't know those people.
I'm pretty sure I've seen or
That's why it was really, really, because
Well, they know Theron was with us. Oh, Theron's not there.
Theron's not there.
Oriana?
They know Oriana.
Who said they know Oriana?
They may
And
not.
they weren't going after Oriana District.
Wasn't Oriana?
Who said they know Oriana?
If they were living in the Axiom or the thicket, as they call it, staking out and taking up these contracts, they would have had to have known the bar Oriana ran.
No, that's the thicket in Nethermost, which is like 45 minutes apart. So they were staking out
Whatever the Axiom used to be.
They were staking out the No, she doesn't live in the Axiom. Oriana lived in the Nethermost where Anton was. That's where you guys' house is. You guys' house isn't in the central location. Where they were shooting down bounties, isn't the same spot.
I will say they did stake out our house and probably break into our house before Oriana left, because they left us when we got in that fight with them. Then we were on the ship. We went to Stavain. Right. I'm assuming they probably got there by then, and then we met Oriana right after that. So she probably saw them coming to town, but I don't know. I
It
don't know
depends
how far
entirely on
was
when they
behind them.
arrived. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it
depends
was
on when
all
they
about
arrived to
timing.
town.
Yeah, and how fast they broke into our crib, all of that stuff. It was a very tight ship. So that she might not have
Well,
met them.
I mean, keep in mind, you guys went back to the thicket and did the whole Branding Tanner thing and then dipped. You didn't see them when you were there, and they didn't approach you when you were there.
True.
We did, because X was like, hey, y'all gonna jump in this? And they were like, no, not really.
No, that was this time just now. The only footprint you have of when they got there was Assad's side story, because they were in town when Assad went to the thicket by himself, which would be right before you guys got to. When did Assad pop back up? He popped up in Sethret.
Yeah.
So he was only home for maybe 5 to 6 days, a 10-day. So
something like that.
they were at least there a 10-day after you guys before you guys got to Sethret. So if it's only a 10-day, then Oriana's already gone. It could have been 2 ships in the night.
And again, they didn't challenge Oriana's district, whoever's fighting right now.
True.
But I guess
So my thing was.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Well, my thing is, you guys have no knowledge that they would know who Stavain or Oriana is, and that they were related to your group.
Right.
Stated this in the session, but anytime I try to explain something, y'all just went back to the yes or no. I'm like, I'm getting there. Just wait.
No, because we needed the quick yes or no first.
Yeah, y'all hear
Yeah,
Blackwater, y'all like see red, man.
The quick yes or no was just like, what did you invite them?
We see black. He said,
Yeah.
black members. That's what actually
Members.
he said. These black members need to stay away from me.
I just don't understand why it's so hard to just say yes and then explain yourself.
It's always a problem with the Blackwater.
But you,
How I did.
no, you still didn't answer the question though. Like we were like, all right, fine. Like say what you gotta say, and then you still didn't say yes or no. Like you still had to follow up with.
I will say this, like my told X, like when somebody asks you a yes or no question, and you don't immediately say yes or no, go into explaining, it makes it seem like I'm trying to deceive you or soften this blow or sugarcoat it so that you can accept what I'm about to say to you. Like, yeah, you might get to it, but it feels like you're trying to hide something in going into a story. Instead of saying yes, and this is why. When you start with X, Y, Z, B, blah, 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 and now I'm going to tell you yes or no, it's like, yo, why did you do all that? Like, what are you trying to hide this for?
Of anything that comes up with the Blackwater, you know.
I will also say though, Dolores thing is like, all right, like X, you know, like we have this like this sensitive situation. We're trying to fight Sethret. We got to take over these districts one by one. It's not the problem of you sending your team there. It's the problem of you think that your team is about to go in there and fuck shit up when you know we have stuff going on. So you didn't like send them in saying like, hey, like, you know, XYZ, like we're doing this or that, like why'd you just send them in there all crazy, knowing that we have like
But again, every time I tried to explain anything and everything, it was like blah 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 blah.
You still didn't explain that though.
Blah 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 blah.
That's the
And
thing.
X said, we're not there right now.
No, but whether we're there or not, like them just randomly taking places over is a problem.
Exactly.
That's the thing. Like we have a strategy. The fact that they're not taking into account our strategy at all is Solora's problem. I don't care if you're there.
X can't easily communicate with them, man.
What's really funny is that X didn't even have this long, drawn out, this is what we're doing in Sethret conversation. It was like, hey, I'm in Sethret, so if you guys make your way there, we can meet up there and have this conversation. That was it. That was it.
Check out. He said building something for us. He said building something for us.
Yeah, you guys have questions about something that he didn't even get that in depth in the conversation. Like, he tried to talk to her, she wasn't with it. He did down his roles. She really wasn't with it. He's like, look, she's like, you're busy, do your thing, we'll talk later. He's like, hey, look, I'm not sure we'll be back here, but we are in Sethret. Like, I'm trying to build a thing. If you guys come to Sethret, we can talk there. And she's like, maybe. And that was it. And that's why it's so funny. This whole rollout is so fucking funny.
We're gonna come back. And then
He didn't do any of that.
There's gonna be 1,000 cloaks just roaming around Sethret.
Y'all act like Sethret's a secret though. Like that's not a secret place. Especially the people in the thicket. That's a one-to-one connection. You acting like Sethret's your secret little hidey hole that you're working on privately.
I mean, I wouldn't be sending people there that work our plan.
The whole time I've said that I think that we should build Sethret into our own thing.
Yeah, but it's still going to be a giant city, damn near a nation. Like it's. Yeah, you guys couldn't keep anyone out of there. I mean, again, but you're acting like the Black Order. Like his cloak is not currently aware of Sethret and what's currently happening there.
Midas actually likes.
We don't know that.
It's like X's cloak isn't like how he personally feels right now. He's like X's cloak isn't that bad. I'm not a fan of 9 or 2, but outside of those two, they're cool.
You guys are treating like it feels like there's a lot of people here in Sethret, and there's a lot of there. I guess he's not there anymore. And there's a very exact demographic, and that demographic is the thicket demographic, and. Yeah. You know, you guys just had back-to-back fights decapitating people and rolling in there as the Misfits and Oriana. And Oriana's name exactly ringing loud. That story got back to the thicket already because it's Oriana. She, disappeared and popped up there taking the territory. Like, It's interesting, is all.
It's not. It's not the problem with the Black Order. It's just that response, like, oh, I hope it's not my people fucking up our people. It's like, hold on.
That did step me into. I was like, whoa, why would they do that?
But the craziest thing is, my question was, can we go check and make sure? And it was like, no. Why do you think? Like, no, let's. Check and make sure. It's like,
I feel Greg too about that too. Though. Like on the real, like it's like, yo, y'all worried about why this and that. Y'all trying to assign blame, but let's make sure we don't have an emergency before we have to assign blame. I feel you on that.
I don't think we were assigning blame. I think we were trying to figure out what are you talking about? Why would that be the case? Because first of all, whether we know or not really doesn't matter. Like in terms of like us knowing 5 minutes from now doesn't matter because we can't do anything about it.
You don't know.
I think me personally, I would.
Like 1 second, Saeed. I'm sorry. I just gotta explain.
You go.
Like you have so many things in the works. Like all of us have so many things in the works that we don't know everything that everyone has going on. So you don't know if there was something that I could do to be like, yo, chill. There are people like stop this fight right now. We already own that district. Like none of that was expressed, but there are possibilities that you're unaware of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess to help Greg here, or to continue what he's saying, if it was them, any of the sending caster could cast sending to the people fighting and say, hey, that's our stuff. X wants you to stand down. Like that could have been a possibility.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. I understand Greg in the story. I think we acted how we would have acted, but I think it's happened to me before at work when I was like, "Yo, X, Y, Z happened," and the person at the job was like, "Yo, who did this? Who's that?" I was like, "Yo, we don't really have time for that. We can worry about that after we fix it," and that's what X was pretty much saying. We can worry about why this and that after we get a handle on the situation. So I can understand what.
Well, it just boils down to, what you guys all tend to do, and X did this time is just not explaining your thought all the way out and just wanting to get to your thing. And you got to explain the thoughts more in the game than you got to do in real life. Although in real life, probably we'll have to explain this one too. But
that was fun, though. I mean, I don't think.
No, it was great. It was a hilarious moment, but.
Yeah.
I was eating my food. Like, these niggas are pissing me off.
You know why? It's really funny to me to watch because, like, for like the last, you guys are on a mission right now from Assad Say So, and he refuses to give you guys any information about anything regarding about how he's getting this stuff. He keeps popping up with new news. I won't tell y'all shit. I tried to skim through something. No, what the fuck? We're excited, bro. I want all of it.
Because X talking about
I need it now.
Our people. That's.
Assad said, "Hey, Dragon, what the fuck up your nation, assassin? We gotta go. Hey, the dragon's an air assassin. Hey, I know exactly where it is, assassin. We gotta go.
Well,
It's every time. It's just like,
no, but look at that, right? What you're saying is, right? Hey, if Greg told me, yo, my brother's out there fighting your family, I'd be like, yo, what the fuck? What is going on? But if what's called says, yo, if Chris calls me and says, hey, Saeed, your family's in danger, I would be like, oh, what's what? I'd be like, yo, he's giving me beneficial information. Greg giving me information where it's like, yo, you're like, my people are fucking up our people. It's like, nigga, what?
Nah, but
you're giving me beneficial
the
information.
thing is, though, you guys have asked Assad how and why multiple times. He keeps saying, nah, I'm not telling you. And y'all have no problem with that shit. It's just fascinating to me.
I have an issue. I mean, I just don't think we're going to get anywhere.
Y'all broached no issue with him about it, and it's fascinating to me.
Because
it's
my sources,
fascinating.
Assad sources aren't the issue. That's what I'm saying.
No one knows what the source is, bro. You keep getting like, you know what the terrorists are. That's an issue.
Sloran knows how that rolls, because Sloran don't feel like getting into it, because.
Oh, and that's why it's funny, because you don't bring it up because you got shit that you're not bringing up to other people, and so that's why it's funny, because like he gets to pull it off because it's high level classified, and you're like, nah, if I bring that up, then maybe you'll ask me questions.
Yeah, so what I understand is like,
they was on Midas neck for attacking the fallen people right away. They on X neck for this shit, right? They get on people. We not royals. We gotta have clout first. We ain't got no clout.
Oh, you know what? You're right. The royals get to skate, but no one else does.
Meanwhile, X and Midas have to build this band of like support behind the scenes so that we do have backers.
Oh boy.
Sloran fully supported Midas's endeavors.
What you say?
Well, you weren't there when you guys almost got murdered for Midas's nonsense. So you know.
Hey, that wasn't nonsense, yo. That was life.
All right, man. When he attacked the fall at the bridge and he almost got murdered, and the first time it played out, it probably when someone else getting murdered. But
oh shit.
The first wrecking crew attack, y'all were gonna get fucked up. That was gonna be a bad day for everybody involved. Because Midas went off the rails. Nah, you weren't. Y'all gonna get fucked up.
I was gonna kill him, yo.
No, I'm telling you, man. No.
We was gonna kill them all. You wrong.
No, you weren't. No, you
How
weren't.
would you know?
That's a very good question. How would I know that?
Exactly. Our future Wolfgang, we would have killed them all.
Oh, man.
I like that. Good play.
You couldn't pop the box. Samson had popped over to an ape and had a barbarian about to pop him out that ape. X was trying to chase down the archers who were lighting him up. Assad wasn't there. Mir was about to get lit up by the other barbarian. Wasn't looking great.
No Solar, no
she wasn't there. She was going to come across the bridge, but that wouldn't have helped. Well, it might have helped. I mean, and Stevan was looking out to make sure you guys didn't get completely wrecked. But
Stevan had the cannons.
Yeah, but then I realized there aren't any cannons in D&D, so Stevan had some ballistas. Stevan, you may revive some of y'all after you went the fuck down, but you can only move so quickly. But at any rate, fucking hilarious, guys. The Misfits at large, for all the things you do, are great. It's just great, and I do love the two different rules for royals and for regulars.
Wow, don't do
There's
that.
not different rules.
Sure. How would you know, bro? How would says the
Why
royals?
did you like this until they found out you were a royal?
Yeah, no, Assad used to get the smoke about the crazy things he did about being aggressive as fuck. And then he made a trade deal. Then they had an internal beef, but
I don't know what you mean.
it happened to correspond with the other royals having their own things happening. But
There's different rule sets, man.
All you gotta do is come ask for help. That's it.
The haves and the have-nots.
No.
Just come ask for help. Like you guys don't ask for help. I'm talking about Midas and
The regulars?
X.
Talking about the regs.
They don't ask for help.
Here's the
We don't
thing
want
about
your help.
right? X can't talk about shit. He was offered an entire army.
Exactly.
No. You offered him to do a mission for you. Right. It's not as open as you're saying. It was one of those really, hey, I want to take over the world. X, you're going to be in charge of an army I'm going to slaughter I don't have yet.
Take over the world. Take over.
You want X in charge of a murdering squad when he said he didn't want to do that anymore. Not for his personal use, for him to do your thing, and then afterwards he can get it for his thing.
Stop
You're
doing
like,
that.
you're like, hey, I'm gonna take over your Vesto, and you're in charge of my army. And then after I'm done, you can use my arm for something else.
My thing was gonna build his thing.
Two sets of rules.
Yo, who turns down the army?
If you don't want to, if you have your own, like, it wasn't an army, it was turn down your life to do my thing first.
Right.
Oh, it wasn't. It was like, yo, build this in your vision.
To do my thing. To do my thing.
All right, so I'll say this. I don't know. This just like dawned on me though too. Part of it, like royals have like other people. Like if shit goes wrong, they can tap on their nations to fix it. If shit goes wrong for X, you're looking at us to fix it.
Real rap.
Mine is true. Mine just mentioned this a bunch of times. Y'all have things to lean on, and he and X don't.
So right. So how are you going? Like so, if we're the cleanup crew.
They're not asking you to. Oh, so they gotta tell you all the information because y'all gotta clean. Oh boy. Oh.
They're an army.
Michelle,
Y'all said y'all the adults in the
room.
room.
Come back and ask us for help. Is that
See, Greg?
Exactly.
See, Greg? Might said he fucked X the most. He can't trust them assholes.
Holy shit.
First of all,
because you're like we're inextricably like linked into the nonsense. Like, hey, my crew is fighting our crew. What?
Right, exactly.
Like if this was my army, that would never happen.
That's what I'm saying. Like, my crew don't.
That's funny as shit.
It's like you're one connect you can't trust.
And we're very
False would never.
Like false army stepped out of line. Somebody hit, so we had to handle it.
You should have said that to him, yo. But he said, hey, I've got to make sure my crew not fighting your crew. False would never.
Exactly.
I mean, but that's fact.
I'd be crying, yeah.
Holy, this is so fucking funny.
And if they were, like, it could be corrected, like, immediately.
Stand down and die. All of you. Let them kill you.
Wow.
This will be repercussions.
X relies on Midas.
Wow.
More than anyone else.
Yo, both of you guys are untrustworthy, yo. Both of you guys.
They're untrustworthy? Oh my, this is just snowballing. This is the highbrow.
Time out. Assad said that. Assad said that. You gotta listen to all people.
Nishan said that. Both of you guys are untrustworthy.
How is X untrustworthy? What has X done?
Yeah, what has X done?
What? What hasn't X
Bro,
done?
are you kidding? Are
Tell
you
me.
kidding?
Ridiculous.
All right,
You're worried about your
And if you remember something from 3 years ago, that's
X keeps, X.
what does he keep doing? X doesn't do
I feel
anything.
like, I feel no. I feel like X halfway does stuff. He's like, all right, here's my idea, and like hits the execute button, but doesn't understand what's gonna happen afterwards.
I still feel like it's partially that. I still feel like that partially happens, but I mean,
how about the iconoclast? How about that? Had him take out
I think
Jericho
that's the
and
biggest thing.
Michael.
X doesn't think his plan's like all the way through.
But tell me something that happened.
X, you got Jericho and Michael killed, and Michael's a lich now. Come on.
Well, my plan was to kill him.
And
My
now
plan
we're actually survived by Kel.
The plan worked.
Sorry,
I'm not the one. I'm not the one.
Hold
Hold up. Let me turn my camera on for this.
I know it's coming too.
don't do this, Greg. Don't do this to me, Greg.
They killed Michael and then screamed. That's why we killed you.
Why you that, Greg?
Midas said that, right?
That was
Midas and Samson. Midas and Samson combo. Midas said, say this shit. And Samson said, yes.
Lord. Oh, Lord.
That was a Mighty Samson combo. It's the heat of the moment, man. We was mad, yo.
Yeah, so Michelle, I think I was dead or something. I forgot.
Yeah, you were. You were.
Like I was dead. I
was mad. I was mad when that happened, yo.
Just let the record show, like, X does think about his stuff. Like, he was successful in the attempt. Michael was done. He happened to stumble into him, and we handled him. He was going to be off of us until someone said, we killed you.
We killed your best friend.
We killed your friend.
Well, we ain't say that. We just said it was us.
Tower.
That's all.
Yeah, no.
Who knows what that means? That's
we were
ambiguous.
The reason.
No, you
He said it was us.
No, you
He said it was us.
No, you what?
No, that was explicit as fuck.
Exactly. That's not ambiguous. It was
That
us.
was really fucking explicit.
That's
like,
Olena. That's Grandma
we
Olena
the
saying
reason he
that.
got ran up on. It wasn't even about you. Like, oh fuck.
I'm still waiting for what X has done.
Oh,
And we ended
Iconoclast.
up fucking playing Death Duel like because of your nonsense with the freaking
Hey, no,
Poison. Yeah, exactly. With the
Don't reference
let's be
anything
very
from 3
clear
years
about
ago.
this. That's
I
not.
said don't reference anything from 3 years ago.
Bro, that was not 3 years ago.
That's not what happened. We did not. We said it was us. That's all we said. It was us.
Huh?
Y'all can go back and watch that.
No,
That's all
I'm
we
talking about
said.
I'm talking about in Carrick's district.
Oh, I mean, this is that's still fallout from the that's fallout from Assassination 2. Assassination 1 had fallout, and Assassination 2 had fallout.
And
That's the only
Might-
two things
might-
X has done is the 2 assassinations.
those are
Yeah,
the
that
only
got
things
sour
X has
apples
done
about that.
that we know of at this moment.
I still got sour apples about that, but it's cool. You know, he's still slightly annoyed.
But all I'm saying is X has learned. Y'all still doing y'all shit.
Hey,
Doing what? Doing what stuff?
Whoa.
Doing what? Saving the world? Come on.
Y'all just
Exactly.
Problematic.
y'all just call. Yeah, that's what y'all are. Problematic characters.
No.
Saving the world
What?
is problematic?
Explain.
What's Samson do?
What does Solar do that's
Jesus.
Don't do that. Don't do
The
that.
only reason
Don't do
Whistle is out right now is because
Don't do
of
that.
in X trying to be a friend.
Yeah, the Green Dragon
Exactly.
talked to X.
Yo, the
Yep.
Green
Be a
Dragon,
friend.
you
Wow.
that's your friend.
Yeah, you gave her
Still
a ring,
calling
dog.
it your friend all crazy.
She said she'll remember me.
Nah, I'm playing around.
What?
I'm playing around.
Yo, you gave the Green Dragon an echo. Come on.
Okay,
That was a-
but
that was a
why
group
is Midas
decision.
untrustworthy? we back here now, so why can't he be trusted?
I'm trying to figure out why Solar is problematic.
Why can't Midas be
Lord,
trusted?
are spy of your nation.
Why can't Midas be trusted?
Solar did what?
Yeah, he's poor.
Spy of your nation.
What about my nation?
You keep breaking up, Greg.
You are the
that's
spy.
why-
The
That's
spy
why
of her nation.
That's why
False.
Assad can't trust Solara, but you don't know about the spy though.
False.
You're saying a
Oh,
not a
he's
spy.
the
She is
spy.
the spy of her nation.
No,
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
the
but-
head of my fucking nation, and all information trickles down from me. It's a difference.
Say,
Okay.
stop with you, Greg, yo.
There's a difference.
Rules,
You
man.
say tomato, I say tomato.
Let's call the whole thing off.
Nah, it's a very big difference.
Yo, X doesn't know about the spy. I didn't tell him.
No, he's not talking about the spy. He's talking about the fact that X believes anything they say to Solora is going back to her entire nation because
Why would he?
No, X
Why would
doesn't
he
believe
think
that.
that?
Wait, but how does X know that?
that she's in
Exactly.
charge of her nation.
Nah,
X
that-
doesn't believe
that
that.
doesn't
Gregory
make sense.
believes that.
Oh, okay. Oh, you say you're talking about things like the
Gregory
We're
knows
talking about
that.
in-game things.
Yeah, that's what I'm
We're
saying.
not talking about. We're not talking about
He called himself
men
Greg.
watching.
Right now.
He called himself Gregory. That's what he thinks
Gregory.
himself as. We got to call him Gregory now because he's not Greg to himself. He's Gregory.
All right, Gregory.
I will say, as far as repercussion things that have happened, we have the group pulled the gun on Azrael getting out. We have, of course,
All happened because X put on that ring, but go ahead.
that's not why it happened, but
That played significantly into it.
well, that helped you guys not fight a dragon that was going to kill you because you guys had no
Love it.
ability to play the game at that point. But, X killing Jericho, Ripple. X assassinating the middleman, Ripple. Midas burning down that carriage, Ripple, and got you guys scooped up by the underworld. But you guys talked yourself out of that to a degree.
That was a blob encounter.
Yes, that was a blob encounter.
happened?
When
Latin cube.
yeah, it was in the guy's manor. When you burnt down the carriage and we got trying to leave
Oh.
Kelstrom, you got abducted.
Mhm.
What other ripples have we had? There's the entire Risquid Bavaria Faust fiasco.
That's on me. You know.
Oh, that's on you and Solor.
Yeah, that's on me.
That was a.
Yeah, that's on us.
That has
I'll
the
accept that.
that-
that has nothing to do.
I still want Sean to tell me why Mighty's not trustworthy.
Wait, do you
But I
do you
would
remember the
genuinely say
time?
Solar was
We
trying to
hold on,
help-
hold on,
help,
hold on, Michelle.
what
Hold
you
on,
call it?
Michelle. You remember the time when we were in River's End? We told you to tell the guy to come back.
Oh, man.
You sent him away. You sent him away.
That shit
we
was
was like,
wild.
why did you
Y'all
send him away?
tell him to come back.
Huh?
Y'all didn't tell me that.
Yes, we did.
Yes, they did.
That's why we
No,
questioned.
you guys had an
Like,
entire
yo,
you had
tell
an
him
entire
to come back.
conversation about what you're gonna do with him, and you walked him
Yes.
away and let him leave.
That's what happened, and I let him leave.
No, but you were a part of the conversation. You were in the conversation about what you guys are gonna do with him and talk to him about, and you just walk him off.
Yes, the Lord wasn't there for that.
You guys had an entire conversation about questioning this guy and all these things you're gonna do with him, and you just tell him to leave. It was the wildest shit ever.
Alright, man, get out of
Because
here.
you actually forgot. Yeah! Like, you made a contact. You did your thing you needed from him. You let him bounce. And they were like, yo, where'd he go? I told him to go. Like, what?
He wanted to get caught again.
Yes! And they were like, yo, what if he's caught again? Nah, he's fine.
Exactly, and then you turned him into
Did
your.
he get like murdered or something? Like if
He almost got murdered. No, he got captured again. But that was wild.
And then he got captured.
Right.
That shit was so fucking wild. I'm like, oh my god, he's letting him go. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe that shit happened.
It's like, yo, where he at? Yo, he on his way home.
What?
Like, nigga, what?
He clocked out. I let him clock out.
It's like you walked him out to the front yard, like, where's that? I'll put him in an Uber. Nigga, what?
Yo, he just worked a 24-hour shift. Like, come on, y'all. Y'all gonna let him go?
Like, no, we talked about this. No, we weren't gonna let him go.
Yo, that's why it was so crazy. Y'all were you were in the conversation too, but what to ask him about?
That's hilarious.
Exactly.
And what to do with it was so wild.
I have
That's
to
not
say, the
that's not
funniest
distrusting,
part is
though.
always like the.
That's
after
not
arguments
distrusting?
of
Oh, the
all
after
these
arguments are
scenarios.
the best. That was a
No, it's
wild
like,
argument
yo,
because,
are
like,
you
yo,
serious?
what the fuck did you just do? What?
This happened a few days after Midas branded Tanner, and we told him to go
Oh,
back and
the
take
brand.
off
Yeah,
Tanner.
the
He
brand was
no, I'm
wild.
not doing that. I'm not
Brand
doing
was
that.
wild.
No, he's not doing it. And I don't
Exactly.
have to
That's why you're untrustworthy.
That's a good
not-
one.
that's
That's a
not
really
gonna
good
do it.
reason.
I can see the
Because
color thing being
the
untrustworthy.
group voted for you to go back and unbrand Tanner. You was like, nah, fuck that.
He said he'd go back
I
and
don't
fight.
care.
But he
That's
said he
not-
wouldn't go
it's
back
not-
and unbrand her.
Yeah, he
It's not
did
what's
say
it
that.
called. It's not up to y'all. Like, you don't make the nation's decisions off of me. It's not. It's
Exactly.
not
Even
your
though the
choice.
group voted on it,
Yeah. Do you make the nation's decisions off the group's votes? Can we
even though
say, hey,
you didn't
we-
vote on it,
hey.
the group voted on that.
Hey, okay, so if we say tomorrow, hey, we want Riveria to open up a trade route with Draconia. Like, it's
I'll say I'll
we all
consider
voted.
it. I'll say I'll consider it.
No, you got to do it.
No, I'll say I'll consider it.
No,
You
no,
didn't
you have
you
to
didn't even
do
say
it.
that.
You have to do it. Oh yeah, we also want you to give up your general, your army, and let her work for Phalai in the war. So that's what we want to happen. Not going to do that. You're going to say no because it's not up to us, right? And y'all decision on what I did with Tanner is not up to y'all.
But you end up unbranded her anyway.
Brian, we
Yeah,
yo,
after
cut
she
the
said.
Twitch stream, yo. They